And a good evening, everybody, from the St. Thomas Academy Ice Arena out here in Mendota Heights. Welcome to the best in Division III sport, the MIAC. Tonight we feature men's hockey here on Augie Game Central, at least here on Channel 2. Channel 1 featuring our women's hockey team taking on St. Thomas. The Auggies and the Tommies, their annual battle. We've had some success against them over the last few years. This broadcast is a presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with my company, TJ Broadcast Services, TJSportsOnline.net. And our broadcast courtesy of Twin City Orthopedic, Wells Fargo, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, the Bonnie's Pizza and Hot Hoagies, the Courtyard, Minneapolis Downtown, Augsburg Alumni 360 Wall Incorporated, the Corner Bar, Jimmy John's, and Memory Lane's Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. And also brought to you by Adidas and Big Athletics. I'm Tom Orchard, voice of the Augies, and riding shotgun here tonight is Alex Weston. And putting us on the air and being the producer here tonight, the Silver Fox. Tom Ritchie is on camera. Hello, everybody. The Tommies and the Augies coming off of the Thanksgiving break. And with that, we got a little time to kill, so Alex, how was your Thanksgiving?
Well, it was pretty good. Had 4 Thanksgivings to go to. Plenty of turkey.
4?
4, yeah.
Oh, lots of leftovers.
Oh, you have no idea. Still feeling the after effects in the belly, too. So it was pretty good, though. You know, nice to get back here, though. MIAC hockey here. It should be a good one here tonight.
Yeah, this is a very intense rivalry over the past few years. And that included regular season games, some playoff games. I remember 1 or 2 years ago we won an overtime game here to advance to the MIAC playoffs. Of course, your Augsburg Auggies are 3-time defending MIAC playoff champions. They come in with a 7-1 record, and they've won 4 in a row after that loss to River Falls. They've beaten Bethel twice. They've beaten St. Mary's twice, and now take on St. Thomas. Meanwhile, the Tommies, they have struggled. They came in into the season one of the favorites here in the conference, but they are only 4-3-1. But their schedule, first of all, nationally ranked UW Eau Claire, nationally ranked UW Stevens Point, nationally ranked Utica, all losses. Fonte went on the road and beat Nichols. So Jeff Esser's team is trying to get things back. They're a veteran club. They have 25 players back from last year, so they're a little bit top-heavy. So both teams, again, are very, very top-heavy in terms of experience.
Well, I think at the same time, too, when you have that experience, there's a familiarity aspect to that as well. And when you look at two teams like St. Thomas and Augsburg, there's familiarity across multiple sports as well. So that rivalry will be strong tonight. But when you look at St. Thomas and how they haven't done as well as they probably would have liked to against that nationally ranked opponent, when they have one here tonight in Augsburg, it's up to them to really set the tempo here on their home ice to see if they can stand pat with the Augies for the rest of the season or if they may need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, this is just the second home game for the Tommies here tonight. Sparse crowd. I'm thinking everybody, Tommy fans, are at U.S. Bank Stadium tonight for the basketball game. The Tommies and the Falcons, the UW River Falls. Last score I had in, Tommies were leading by 10 points. But the experiment with U.S. Bank and trying to host a few basketball games gets underway, and I'm sure it'll turn out pretty well.
I could imagine so. I mean, Minnesota, believe it or not, is one of the biggest sports as far as college basketball goes, and especially when you get into the D2 and the D3 levels. But it'll be interesting to see how it plays and how the sight lines are at U.S. Bank Stadium, of course, with basketball games happening at the Metrodome way back in the early 90s. You know, it's kind of a different atmosphere for it, but, you know, hopefully someday Augsburg gets to go out there, play a couple games there, and hopefully it's a good experience for everybody as well.
I know the year when we hosted the NCAA Final Four, I believe it was 91 or 92. I had a chance. I was working for a network at that time. So, yeah, I had a chance. My spot was right along the third baseline at the old Metrodome and saw the championship game. And quite an experience for when you've got that many basketball fans in a stadium built for football.
Yeah, well, I mean, the crowd noise, imagine just some of the memorable moments in March Madness and tournaments like that in the past where the crowd noise has been phenomenal and its impact on the game cannot be overstated, but it's always weird to see a stadium full of 100,000 people at times, like down in Dallas a couple of seasons ago. It doesn't feel right for basketball, but it adds so much to that experience.
Meanwhile, on the hockey front, our Auggies have posted 2 shutout wins in 4 other games where it allowed just 1 goal. And A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, has 9 goals one of the top scorers in the country. And Schmidt, our goaltender, senior goaltender Nick Schmidt, 3-0, 0.63 goals against average, 97.5 save percentage, and that's coming off where he came out of the very first game of the season against St. Olaf, had a groin pull in the first period. And after that, he sat down, but Daniil Gerasimov, he came on and played very well, picked up 4 wins out of 5 games. This is your Augie pregame show on Augie Game Central, and it's brought to you in part by
Twin Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider offering world-class services and state-of-the-art facilities. Visit us at tcomn.com. And brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporter of Augsburg University. Wells Fargo has a renewed focus on our customers and communities. Established 1852, re-established 2018.
Augie Game Night continues here from the STA Arena here on this Friday night. We get back into conference play against St. Thomas here in just a few minutes. Time to talk with head coach Chris Brown. And first of all, holidays treat you and your family well?
Yeah, it was a nice break. No games, but got out and did some recruiting. So, unfortunately, neither of my kids had games either. So I didn't get to go to their games. But we got to go skate a couple times over at Augsburg and goof around and have some fun. And then I got to go to some junior games and do some recruiting and eat some turkey on Thursday.
All right. Yeah, I made the turkey at my house. I'm very proud of it. It turned out really nice. And back to practice, spent a couple of days just skating off all the good eats.
Yeah, I think they were a little rusty coming back, but, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. I think it's always tougher coming back after Christmas when you have a couple weeks off. But the good thing when you come back there is there's no school and they got their finals done and it's just a different challenge because they're off for so long. But Thanksgiving's nice. I've always enjoyed not having games, and we skated at 6 a.m. Wednesday, which they didn't like, but they gave them the whole day off to travel, and then they could be home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we came back Sunday. So it was a nice break.
8 games into the season, as you reflect on this first part of the schedule, what's your take on this team, and how are they physically and mentally?
Physically, we're good other than Gillette, but he's ahead of schedule, way ahead of where I thought he'd be, so that's good news. And, I think mentally, the practices have been really good. I've been really happy with the way we practice every day. The effort's there, the intensity's usually there when we ask that of them. And but, I think for us it's finding that balance between, playing a good 200-foot game defensively and not cheating to offense, because we have so many guys that want to score, want to get up and down the ice and love that style of play. But, I thought against St. Mary's we struggled at it was just a racehorse hockey game, and for us, we were always chasing, and they always had 3 guys back. And most teams are eliminating our line rush game because that's where we've been really good the last 3 years, and we're not scoring on the line rush because teams are preventing it. So we're having to find other ways to score, and we've worked on that. But we got to play good defense first. Our specialty teams have been really good on penalty kill. PP's been okay. Hasn't always generated momentum for us, but they've scored when we needed to. Down at St. Mary's, that was a big goal to get that game tied up. We needed that one, and so I'm not down on the power play. We just it's been good, but it can get better.
All right, at St. Thomas weekend, Jeff bringing back a very veteran club, but they've struggled a little bit, but they've played some awfully tough competition. Yeah,
they've played a hard schedule, really tough schedule, much harder than us at this point, but I shouldn't say much harder, because at this level, I think everybody's good. I'm astounded that St. Mary's, and what their record is. I thought they were a really good hockey team, and they're going to win some games. And so it's not always looking at the records, but on paper, yeah, they've played a tough schedule, and they got a veteran club, and I think they're trying to find a goalie still. Not sure, if they got consistency there yet. And they got a big decor that'll get you if you got your head down. They like to make big hits, and they got very skilled forwards. So it's going to be an interesting game tonight.
All right, and with that, we're going to cut it off. We're going to send it down to the voice, Brian Sweeney.
Number 6, Jason Critch. His partner, a sophomore from Boulder, Colorado, number 2, Matt Nels. At forward, a sophomore from Farmington, Minnesota, number 20, Austin Martinson. At the other forward, a senior from Miami, Florida, number 23, Alex Rodriguez. And centering, a senior from Bakersfield, California, number 15, Chandler Madry. Coaching the Auggies in his 13 years, Chris Brown, assisted by Mark Manelli, Mark Bork, and BJ O'Brien. Hit the music. And now, the starters for your St. Thomas Tommies! In goal, a senior from Edina, Minnesota, number 30, Andrew Rocco! I forgot to write his last name. At defense, a sophomore from Verona, Wisconsin, number 6, Phil Fromberger. His partner, a junior from St. Michael, Minnesota, number 2, Connor Spence. At forward, a senior from Fergus Falls, Minnesota, number 12, Jake Aldgren. At the other forward, a junior from Bloomington, Minnesota, number 11, Johnny Padvika. And centering, a junior from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, number 10, John Peterson. The head coach of St. Thomas in his 9th season is Jeff Besser. Assistant coaches are Garrett Creaky, Drew Fielding, and Nick Vidal.
All right, thank you, Brian. Brian Sweeney, our public address announcer. Very boisterous as usual from the St. Thomas Ice Arena. Let's get our national anthem and get this hockey game underway. Again from the SCA Ice Arena, home for the Tommies and also the defending state champions, the cadets of St. Thomas Academy. Tommy Benelli's crew, they're all practicing for when we got here earlier today. The Auggies again starting Nick Schmidt in goal. We mentioned 3-0, 0.63 goals against average. Starting for the Tommies will be Andrew Rocco, and he has a 2-2 record with one tie, and he has a save percentage of 90.5, and his goals against average is 2.70. Other games going on tonight around the conference. Concordia at home with the Moorhead Sports Center, newly refurbished Moorhead Sports Center, 1-0 Coppers over the Oles. St. John's and St. Mary's underway at the National Hockey Center up in St. Cloud. And at the Super Rink, Bethel is hosting Gustavus. And the Augie ladies there in action at Lied at Saugus Chad Rink. Last score we had, it was scoreless, but we had outshot the Tommies. Oh, it's now 1-0 in favor of the Auggies. You got the goal for the ladies. And they don't have it up on the board yet. All right. But we'll pass that along when we get to it. Nick Schmidt defending goal to our left. And Wilco, a young man out of Edina, senior, defending the goal to our right. Madry, Rodriguez, and Martin sit out there. And our defense for the Auggies are Matt Nels and Jason Critch. Johnny Peterson, the Auggies win that face-up. Austin Martinson has his poke checked away. Going back to the puck is Jason Critch back behind his own net. J.K. Katina Grace High School Champlain Park. He's a junior. As the Auggies clear the zone, long late pass a little bit too far for Matt Nels. Nels into the zone, down the right wing, out of the corner. Bad angle shot right through the blue. Comes the line, Martinson holds it in. Into the slot, cleared away by the Tommies, not the center ice. Critch gets everybody on side. Martinson will send it right back in to the offensive zone.
Well, nice job of setting the pace of play there early. Couple of turnovers, dangerous passes in their own defensive zone, but the Auggies so far had a good job of pushing the puck up ice.
For the Auggies, Charlie Parker, our sophomore from Verona, Luke Beach, our junior from Cretin-Durham Hall, Tommy Carey, the sophomore from Moorhead, now out for the Auggies. On defense are the O'Connors. John O'Connor, the junior, and Patrick O'Connor, the freshman. Play inside. The Auggies only played a minute of this first period up along the near side boards. Centering pass in the slot. Cleared away to center ice. Each from skate to stick on his backhand. Will send it into the offensive zone. And the first person back is Elijah Latimer from Clifford Township, New Jersey. He's paired there with Tucker Bender, a sophomore. And with the puck, Charlie Park out of that far corner. He takes a hit from behind from Tucker Bender. And Bender with the puck back behind his own net. Comes out the near side door. Goes left wing near side for Benny Bickich. He's from Surrey, British Columbia. He's a senior. On line with Frankie Spellman, a junior from Urbandale, Iowa. Matt Christian, a freshman from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Puck at center ice. Defensive pair out there. Mac Watson, a senior from Calgary, Alberta. Alex Trapp, a junior from Duluth East. Played for Mike Randolph there. Puck in the near corner inside the Augie zone. Played up along the left wing. Our new third set of defensemen out there. Matt Hines, our freshman from Hopkins, and Luke Nozowski, our freshman from Manchester, Connecticut. There's Tommies with a centering pass that's deflected through the slot. Held in at the point momentarily. Now back behind that. There's Radetic, Luke Radetic, the leading scorer, trying to put it out front. Brett Grabel, good baseball player for his dad, Taylor Grabel at Forest Lake. Decided to play hockey. And it's sprung around the near side board from Mac Watson. And it's held into the point by the Auggies and Eric Brink. Our senior from Moorhead out there with Gunnar Goodmanson, the sophomore from Buffalo, and Austin Dollimer, the freshman from Rosemount. Carried in the zone offside. Tommies are offside at the Augie blue line. 2.5 minutes in. No shots on goal.
None yet. I thought there may have been one for St. Thomas from that far circle, but no shots officially on goal as yet. Surprised by the physical start to the game for St. Thomas, the University of St. Thomas, where they've been very physical. We saw a couple of checks in the defensive zone against Augsburg that really pinned down what Augsburg was trying to do and taking the puck up ice. Very effective so far, and the Auggies will have to counter that if they hope to get a lead.
Spromberger, sophomore from Verona, Wisconsin, out to center ice, tipped into the offensive zone by Jack Christensen. I believe it's offside, or did it clear the bench area out of play? By the way, I gave you a 1-0 score. Tommies with the first goal of the game. As Demi Cooper, the goal for the Tommies. Charlie Beatty on the call of that game at the end. Face off at center ice. There's Paul Silbury's line out there. Paul, of course, the senior from Winnipeg. Gavin Holland, the freshman from Stillwater. Jake Larson from St. Michael, Albertville. Matt Nels will send it into the offensive zone. First person back is Derek Omshank, a junior from Centennial, Lionel Lakes. I think he played in the last Centennial State Tournament team. Puck in the near corner inside the Tommy zone. Against that back wall, big Paul Silbury doing the forward checking. Chopping into the play is Critch to send it back down low. A couple of bodies go down. Silbury continues to poke at it. Comes free. And try to get it out front of Jake Larson. Jake goes off the boards up top to Matt Nels. Rink line far inside for Critch. Snaps one off. It's just wide. And the rebound swept away by Fromberger. And it's broken up. Good forecheck again by the Auggie. That's Gavin Holland. And the puck to the line. And here come the Tommies right to left down the breakout. Ahead for Jack Christensen. He stood up on a check. Back into his own zone is OC, John O'Connor, the junior. And backhanded into the Tommies zone. Austin Martinson, Chandler Madry, and Alex Rodriguez out there for the Auggies. Auggies back into their own zone. O'Connor up along the left wing boards. Martinson from Madry. The pass never got there. Tommy's getting everybody on shot. John W. Peterson goes back to his own blue line. They go rink line far side. Send to the offensive zone by Latimer. And the Tommies first people in on the forecheck. Connie Peterson trying to put it out front. Taken away by Martinson from Madrid. Look up for A-Rod. Lead pass from A-Rod into the zone. Coming down the left wing is off wing. On his backhand. Back behind the net. Does a 180. A-Rod puts it out front. Oh, he splits the defense. And finds it all the way back down the ice.
Pretty nice move to get around the St. Thomas defense there. Really some great skills there by A-Rod to take the puck up ice. Would have liked to have seen him maybe look before he made that pass before it ended up clearing the zone entirely.
Thomas again to break a touch pass and out to center ice on that off wing. Tipped into the offensive zone by the Tommies and Alex Trapp. They get onside. Nope, I guess not. Frankie Spillman caught a couple of his teammates offside at that Augsburg blue line. 4 minutes plus gone here in this first period. And according to the people across the way, Ryan Sweeney and the company, there's no shots on goal.
Which seems really weird to me because there's been good chances on both sides where they've been getting looks from the slot and shots have been on goal, but they just haven't been on the scoreboard.
Face off again. Auggies winning the face off. They've done a good job, about 65% this season on the face offs. Is back behind his own. That is Lizelski. Lucas checking traffic. Pass and forecheck by the Tommies. Backhanded out to center ice. And down into the St. Thomas zone. First man in the forecheck is Luke Deach. Deach plays up along the far side wall. Martinson back to the point. Nobody there. Hines for Nizelski. Lucas fires it in. There's our first shot on goal. And the save by Rokoff. And he flips it aside and played by the Tommies. They go rink line far side, that open wing. And back into the zone once again is Lizelski. Left wing far side for Austin Donovan. And back checking, breaking that one up is the Tommies. The blue and white of the Tommies in the offensive zone, steered away to the line and out to center ice. Coming back for the Auggies, Delaware, all by his lonesome, 1-4. The Auggies in the line change, but Delaware out front, in on goal, and missing it on the, pulling it back to his backhand, just missing. We're going to have a delayed penalty against the Tommies. 5:47 the time of this one. We've got a penalty handed up, and the Auggies will go on the power play for the first time tonight. Here, Doug, John, Chris Brown talk about the penalties. And power plays so far, just 6 of 23 so far, just 18%. And the penalty will go against Luke Radetic, the freshman from Chesterfield, Missouri, the leading scorer. And the power play unit has Madry, Rodriguez, Eric Brink plays 1 point, John O'Connor plays the other.
Time of the penalty, 5:47.
And the Auggies hold the offensive zone clear to the line. It's held in by O'Connor. Plays it down the near side boards. Rodriguez tries to poke it free. Picked up and cleared between the defense. That's sent all the way down the ice by Boyden Stuffgo Jr. from Prescott, Ontario. Left to right, the quarterback, John O'Connor on the move. OC A-Rod into the zone down the right wing. Goes back behind the net, comes out that far side. At the half wall, goes up top. Still holds onto the puck, and one too many passes. Cleared out the center ice. Possible breakaway. Nice back check by O'Connor. The backup, or to break up a possible breakaway by Stuffco inside the Tommy net. There's a bad angle shot saved by the goaltender, Wilcock. And the Auggies and Chandler Madriver is right on the doorstep. O'Connor goes wing near side for Tommy Carey. Carey's pass a little bit too far for Eric Brink. And the Auggies have to go back. A minute to go on the power play. Madry goes open wing, far side. Martinson off the bench, into the zone with Goodmanson. Gunner in on the forecheck. Played along the near side boards for Fromberger to the line and flipped out to center ice.
Love that shift there by John O'Connor for the Auggies. Excellent puck handling skills right at the blue line. He was really able to maintain possession and really get that power play going. Had a number of good looks but just couldn't find home.
Correction center for Goodmanson on his off wing. Gunner sends it into the zone. Roll call. We'll leave it there. And hand the puck off into the far court. Auggies on the forecheck. It comes to the line. Snapping a shutout with Goodmanson wide of the goal. Puck against the near side boards. Back behind the net is Luke Deach. Deach up along the wall, but nobody's home at the point. And coming back 2-on-1 short-handed. Into the zone. Barnes with a shot pad save there by Schmitty. And swept away by Donovan. And out to center ice. Donovan coming with Martinson. Austin out front. Snap shot by Deach, and it hits traffic in front of the net. And taken away by Martinson. He turns and fires it. I think he hit his own man, Austin Donovan. On Andrew Rolko will cover up and hold on to stem the tide there a little bit. The Auggies with 3 shots and goal. all on that power play.
Great save there on that 2-on-1 rush for St. Thomas by Schmidt. Did a great job of coming out to challenge the angle of that shooter. He trusted his defense to cover any sort of a rebound, and that's exactly what they did, and the Auggies were able to get the puck up ice right away.
Sobry to take the draw is Larson, Gavin Holland with Nazalski and Hines on defense. Auggies win yet another draw. Sobry back behind the net, banks it off the board for the point. Lucas with a shot, bouncing puck right out front, roll call. Scoops it up. He made the first save. It bounced up on him, and he dove on and covered up and held on to get a whistle.
That's one thing I will say about this ice rink, Tom, having played here a couple of times in the past year in adult hockey. It can get a little bouncy with the puck at times. It can be really tough for a goaltender to see where that puck's going to bounce. And
off the face-off this time, Tommies win the draw. And coming to center ice, it is Johnny Pabinka, out of Bloomington, Jefferson, I'm guessing. Puck along the near side boards. Shot, Smitty with the save, and a shot taken for the point by Latimer. And the puck out at center ice. Up along the near side boards into the zone. Nazalski to clear. And he has the pass picked off, but Sobry to clear. And down ice, Latimer has to go back. From Clifford Township, New Jersey. A hockey hotbed, I'm sure. And slowly out of his own zone from the red line. He'll drive it inside the Auggie zone. He played 8.5 minutes of a scoreless first period. Smitty out for a skate to clear. Back behind the net and out the near side doors, Martinson. As the Tommies hold the zone momentarily. From the point, it's held in by Mac Watson. Watson puts it wide of the goal. First man in on the forward check of Johnny Pabinka. And now cleared out to center ice. Trap going back for it. Rink wide for Watson. Out the left wing. Steered in the offensive zone by Radicka. And it's sent out to center ice. Professor would give schooling man how to pronounce that Luke's name before the game. He said, come on, Tom, you've been doing this a while. Radicka. And the puck against the near side board. Tommy out to center. Tommy's out to the center ice. And Critch to take it away from the oncoming forward on the forecheck there. Tanner Barnes, a former Burnsville Blaze. And played by Matt Nils. Up the boards, high in the air, bouncing puck into the zone. Still bouncing. Martinson to his forehand. Drop pass. Madry shot wide. Oh, they scored! Madry, I don't know if it was tipped in by Rodriguez, but Madry from the top of the near face-off circle went wide, far post, and into the net, and the Auggies take a 1-0 lead at the 9:42 mark.
Well, Tom, this whole play starts with a defensive breakdown by St. Thomas. As the Auggies were carrying the puck into the zone, there was some miscommunication on the ice between who was going to attack the puck carrier and who wasn't. As a result, I think it went off one of the sticks of the St. Thomas defenders, and it went past the goaltender. Really, if you're St. Thomas, that's a soft goal to give up, but for the Auggies, great way to start.
So 1-0 again. Thomas goal 9:42. We'll get the scoring here in just a bit. And if it was for Madrid, that would be his fourth goal of the year. And the Auggies, let's see, no, that was an even strength goal.
His fourth goal of the season, number 15, Chandler Madry, unassisted at 9:42. Madry from the Auggies, unassisted at 9:42.
So Chandler with the goal, 1-0 Auggies. We've played a half a period. Shots on goal 5-3. Tommies battle up in their own zone. Auggies again doing a great job on the forecheck. Played up along the right wing as it is Hines to Nazalski. Lucas will send it into the zone. Bouncing puck up along these live dasher boards along that far side wall. Tommy's zone played out to center. Lead pass a little bit too far for the forward coming in. He has a Ben Vickage. There's a bad angle attempt. Ben Vickage, by the way, from Surrey, British Columbia. Tommy's hold the zone, and there's Surrey again in the slot. Fire Schmidt with a glove save, holds on. They get a whistle and a stoppage of play correction. That was Ryan Foley, the junior from Rosemount, with that shot. And the fourth shot on goal for the Tommies.
Augsburg certainly been playing some good defense in their own defensive zone here tonight, Tom. Only the second shot, really, that's a tough save to make. Otherwise, they've been keeping shots to the outside or from way out in the blue line. Great job by the Auggies defenders tonight.
Face out to left of Nick Schmidt. Goodmanson to take the draw, wins that draw. Back behind the net for Patrick. And he sends it out of the zone down ice. By the way, Patrick will be my guest between the first and second period of tonight's broadcast. Tom is trying to clear it, climb the glass into the netting off to our right and out of play. Second period, 1-0 St. Thomas over the Auggie ladies. St. Thomas weekend. They will be back here. The Auggie ladies will be here tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. We'll have that game for you. Charlie Beatty will have basketball for you at 3 o'clock from Robertson Center. And tomorrow night, Augsburg and St. Thomas Men's. And Josh Powers will have the call of that from the end. At center ice, into the Auggie zone. Goodmanson going back. Gunner for John O'Connor. 4-man tie up in the near corner. Comes free into the near face-off circle. Good job by Patrick to break it up. Gunner sending it away. We've got a whistle. We got a penalty against the Auggies. Slashing call, I think, against Patrick. Patrick O'Connor's going to sit for a 2 at the 11:14 mark.
Well, the call goes for slashing. I thought it was an excellent defensive play to drop down, keep that stick low and parallel to the ice to take away that pass or that shot from a sharp angle. But I think he may have gotten that stick back up as somebody may have just tapped him or something, and he just overreacted and slashed him back. I didn't see the call itself, but that's what my best guess would be to happen. But now Augsburg gets a chance on the penalty kill here, and we'll see what happens.
Make some noise!
The Tommies frustrating on the power play. There's 3 of 25 on their power play. Face off to the right of Schmidt, comes to the line, held in by Pendicka. Shot, Schmidt with the save, rebound cleared out of the zone, and all the way down the ice. Latimer trying to play goaltender there and make a kick save, and he could not. Tommies regroup back in their own zone. And let's see who's going to quarterback that power play. Is it Peterson? Nope. Coming to center is Latimer, the defenseman. Drops it back to his blue line partner into the offensive zone. Pendicka with a shot. We wanted to go. Puck in the near corner inside the Auggie zone. Poke free. Critch will turn and fire it out of the zone and all the way down the ice.
Excellent, good kill, forcing the St. Thomas team to go back and catch that puck. Great job so far by Augsburg.
And out of the zone, coming out of the break to center ice, Tanner Barnes into the offensive zone. And he's taken the play momentarily there by Matt Hines. Puck against the near side boards. Madry out there. Penalty killing along with Charlie Parker to the line. Peterson walks it down the wall. Give and go out of the quarter. Up top to the point. As they go far side. Back into that high slot. Here's Fromberger. Shot. And that hits traffic out front. Back out of the near corner. There's Johnny Peterson for the Tommies. And played around the far side boards in the corner is Jake Holmgren. Senior from Fergus Falls, playing for the Otters. Back in that high slot for the Tommies. Peterson into the slot for Fromberger. Out on that right wing on the weak side. Madry checking him. And up top, there's Fromberger again with a drive. It is high, wide, and way outside. Tommies control with it. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Out of the corner. Trying to give and go out of the corner. Did not work. Played up the wall. Brett Gravel goes point. Fromberger with a shot line. Back behind the Yogina. Tommies doing a good job forward checking. As out of the corner. Picked up and cleared to the line by Tanner Barnes. Barnes for Peterson. Peterson on the weak side. Into the slot for Fromberger. And he can't hold the pass. And out to center ice. And that'll do it. Auggies skate off this power play opportunity. 1-0 Auggies with 6:40 to go here in the period. They play whistled down. Let the net come loose there.
I think it was a delayed offside.
Okay.
Well, I didn't really like what St. Thomas was doing on that power play there, Tom. Continuing to feed Fromberger from the point when the lanes were completely blocked off isn't a good, effective way of getting something to happen on the power play, no matter if you're looking for a rebound or not. But a great job of penalty killing by Augsburg, really keeping the one-and-done opportunities out of the defensive zone.
And Matt Nels plays it to an open wing and all the way back down the ice on goal. As the Tommies go back and played up along the right wing for Ryan Foley. Loose in that far face-off circle up top for Nels. Nels fires wide. Rebound and a backhand shot by Eric Brink. And making the stop there was Rocco. Against the far side board, Tommy's zone. Again, the Auggies hold the offensive zone. Play it off into the near corner for Eric Brink. Young man out of Moorhead. There's Dollimer. Into the near face-off circle, off the boards, up the half wall. And Brink is tripped up and goes down. No call. Come on. Up top for Nels. Oh, there is the call. Thank you. There's the referee back behind the play calling the trip. And the Auggies go on the power play for the second time.
Minnesota Coaches is the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. If you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or to request a quote. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. And Tom, on that penalty, we think you look at both teams and you see when the back official's making that call, that tells you that there's one official that isn't as strong. So there's a little bit of opportunity where you can get away with things if you're on that side of the ice.
Power play unit again, Madry, Rodriguez, Parker, O'Connor, that's John O'Connor, and Eric Brink.
Tripping. Time of the penalty, 14:03.
Madry with the puck. He's got the goal. Give and go out of the corner. There's Parker. Goes up top to the point. Correction. That's Tommy Carey on that right wing. And broken up by the Tommies and out to the center ice. OC has to get everybody back on side. The big guy back behind his own net. Shot on the forecheck by Jake Ogren. Breakout pass for Rodriguez. Out the right wing into the zone. Top of the circle. Quick to the goal line. Back behind the net. Still in possession. Does a 180. A-Rod off in the near corner for Carey. Madrid with a one-timer. Pad save. Rebound coming. Carey back behind the net. Out front for Brink. And his tip attempt was wide. And cleared by traffic and all the way back down the ice.
Pretty good movement around on the umbrella for that power play for Augsburg there, but just a couple of too many passes in through traffic that didn't really connect, and that's something that you got to eliminate on the power play.
Dollimer to backhand it into the offensive zone. A minute to go on the Auggie power play, and the Tommies managed to clear it all the way down the ice.
At the same time, though, Tom, taking the puck all the way up the ice and then just having it get dumped down the other end. And not a great line entry here. Really is, again, something that you don't want on the power play. And we saw a pretty effective first power play as that puck goes over the boards. We saw an effective first power play for Augsburg where they were moving the puck around the ice and getting good shots on goal. But so far, we haven't quite seen that except that initial rush here for Augsburg.
A score from Mississauga Shattering. Demi Cooper has a pair of goals for the Tommies. And the Lady Tommies lead our Auggies by a score of 2-0 again. That is in the second period. Face off to the right, a roll call. And that high slot for Jason Critch. JK rink wide near side for Donovan. Austin top of the circle, shot and a save by roll call. A waffle pad save out of the corner is Goodmanson. Back behind the net, intercepted, cleared off the boards, and down the ice by Alex Trapp. This 23-second time for one more rush. JK comes out the near side door. Critch goes left wing far side for Martinson. Austin hits the blue line. Flips it down low off in the corner. Goes after it. But getting to it first on the penalty kill is Derek Olmshank. In the corner up top of the point. Walking in is Critch. On that left wing far side. Goodmanson down low for Luke Deach. Played off the board to the line. And Critch to hold it in. And it now comes free to center ice. Both teams are back at full strength. The laid off side against the Auggies. Tommies right to left, down 1-0 here in the late first period. Shot, stick save by Nick Schmidt from center ice. And cleared by the Auggies. Nazelski and out to neutral. Tommies get onside, they'll dump it in. Lead pass a little bit too far for Johnny Peterson. Up along the left wing boards. There on the forecheck of Johnny Pandika to tie it up. Back behind the net for Peterson. And up the slot, taken away by Deach. Deach coming to center with Sobry. And Deach peels off, heads to the bench. As Sobry's line coming out for the Auggies with 3:15 to go in a 1-0 first period. Back out at center ice. Nice back checking there by Gavin Holland. A freshman out of Stillwater to send it into the offensive zone. Tommies in their own zone up along the right wing and the line. And out to center ice. Coming back is Matt Christensen on the right wing and turned away by Holland again. Jake Larson 1-on-3. Jake looking for some help. Down the left wing. In on goal. Jake to the backhand. Shot. And it is blocked away by Rolkoff. From the point, there's a shot taken by Patrick O'Connor. That one is just wide. Auggies about shot the Tommies 8-5. Center ice taken away by Rodriguez. 1-on-5. A-Rod into the zone. And it's poke checked away. A good back checking job by Fromberger. Back in the near corner inside the St. Thomas zone. Four-man type, rugby scrum. And it's dug free by Rodriguez. Comes to the top of the circle. Held in by Martinson. Goes rink wide. And off that far wing at the half wall is Madry. Back out to center. Auggies regroup. Nails to fire it in. Hits the defense. Hit Fromberger. Madry in on the forecheck. Madry walks the goal line. Backhand shot. Centering pass. Rodriguez scores! Madry to Rodriguez. A-Rod lights the lamp. His 10th goal of the year. At the 17:55 mark. Your Auggies lead by a score of 2-0. Pretty two-way passing play.
Absolutely perfect pass there from one circle to the other. Great finish there by the Auggies. But really, that's where you can take advantage of some poor defensive play by St. Thomas. Yet again, leading to the second goal for Augsburg, where everybody defensively was pinned up along the boards, and all you got to do is sit that extra man at that back post, and he'll bury that one-timer every single time.
And I think there's going to be a second assist on that goal.
His 10th goal of the season, number 23, Alex Rodriguez. With an assist from number 15, Chandler Madry. Time of the Auggies goal, 17:50.
Okay, no assist, second goal. I thought maybe Matt Nels may have picked up an assist on that goal. But it's 2-0 Auggies, closing 2 minutes of this first period. 9-5 shots on goal. And the Tommies back in their own zone. And played out to center ice. Matt Hines, or Nazelski, coughs it up. Luke goes after it and plays it back behind the net. Matt Hines, head man pass to center. And the Tommies break it up on the back check. Turned back by Olmschenk. He'll send it inside the Augsburg zone. Nazelski back behind his own net. Leads this team in +8. Long breakout pass tipped into the zone by Tommy Carey. Tommies regroup with just over a minute to go in a 2-0 first period. Olmschenk goes right wing far side. Late pass for Peterson, never got there. Another Tommies and Peterson sent it into the offensive zone. Panbicka after it. Nice job by Nazelski to break that up. Hines to flip it up ice. Bouncing puck at neutral. And we got a hand pass, I think. Yep. Hand pass. And Charlie Parker and Johnny Peterson getting into it a little bit. Johnny Peterson out of Eden Prairie, playing for Lee Smith.
Tom, I've been amazed by the dominance of Augsburg here so far at even strength, where it feels as though most of the time it's either the puck is in the attacking zone or it's somewhere in the neutral zone as the Auggies defensively. They've been on St. Thomas as soon as they enter the zone, and even though they have 5 shots to the Tommies, 2 of those came on the power play. Otherwise, it's been one-and-done opportunities, and the Auggies are quickly getting the puck back up the ice.
Madry wins the draw. A tail gunner shot. Rodriguez with a shot. Stick save. Topped up in the air by Rolko. And he glums it. Love that tail gunner spot. A-Rod got the draw from Madry and fired. But again, Rolko came out, cut off his angle, came out about 3 feet, cut off the corner. The draw again to the right of the young man out of Edina. And again, Madry wins the draw. There's Martinson to play it back behind the net. Madry after the puck in the near corner. He's taking hard into the boards and taking it down. Comes to the point, and it's behind John O'Connor and back to center. Overseas to younger brother Patrick. Patrick from center plays it to an open left wing. Tipped by Rodriguez up the boards. Turned back by the Tommies. Back into the zone is Stuffkill. And the drop pass out front. Bouncing puck right out front. And on the stick there of Jack Christensen from Ridgefield. That pronounced Ridgefield, Connecticut. From the point, there's a shot. It's way wide of the Augie goal. And loose against that back wall, picked up by Madry. He can skate out the period. Lead pass out to center for Rodriguez. Tips it into the offensive zone. And that'll do it. We played 20 minutes of hockey. 10-5 in shots. 2-0 in goals. Auggies with the lead.
Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies is Augsburg Athletics' first choice for a great meal. Devani's is located right across the street and offers the amazing Augie-matic discount. Just get 10% off any order. Just tell them you want the Augie-matic discount at Devani's. And do you have a group that requires transportation? Minnesota Coaches can provide you with safe, clean, friendly, and timely charter transportation service, no matter what size your group, no matter where your pickup or destination. Visit www.minnesotacoaches.com today to request a quote. Minnesota Coaches is the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics.
And Alex Weston again, riding shotgun. Your impressions of that first period? First of all, you mentioned the pace of this game early.
Well, the pace of the game was pretty fast, pretty physical early on both sides, but as we saw the period wear on, I noticed that it got a little bit more light, a little bit more stick checking rather than the physical body-on-body play. I also saw Augsburg really dominate in that 5-on-5. We talked about it earlier, where more times than not, the puck was in the defensive zone for St. Thomas, and they were doing a good job of moving the puck and maintaining possession. I love the play on the power play and at even strength too defensively, that O'Connor pairing specifically, where they were really doing a good job of keeping the puck in the zone and really making St. Thomas skate to get the puck out.
You mentioned slowing down a little bit. Did that have a little bit to do with the ice conditions or the little bit snowy out there?
I would say so, a little bit on that. Again, as I mentioned before, this is probably one of my least favorite places to play, where that ice is a little bit more choppy no matter how many times you flood it, how many times you put the Zamboni on there. So a little bit of impact with that. But also I think, again, just the dominance of it, where Augsburg didn't have to go at that full pace. Plus, when you're up 2-0, you can really start to slow and just focus on the possession as opposed to trying to rush the puck up to get that tying goal or get that go-ahead goal. And so far, Augsburg really, again, dominant so far in this game.
All right, we're at the end of one period. By the way, a final at the U.S. Bank. St. Thomas defeating UW River Falls by a score of 85-70. First of 2 games at the bank, and then 2 more games tomorrow. Gophers, I think, have the second game tonight And who are they playing, by the way?
I believe they're playing Oklahoma State.
Okay. And again, that's the experiment, how U.S. Bank will fit for the Final Four coming up in April. Again, we're between periods 1 and 2 of tonight's hockey game. I had a chance to visit with the young freshman from Moorhead, Patrick O'Connor. And let's listen in.
And Augie game night continues here from the STA Arena. It is MIAC Hockey, the Auggies and the Tommies. We're between periods and interviewing with one of the newcomers to our hockey program, and he hails from, again, Moorhead. The younger brother, but I think he's got the bragging rights, Patrick O'Connor is our special guest. And Patrick, you and OC, any other brothers and sisters up north?
We got a little brother, me and John. He's a sophomore this year, so he plays hockey and football, so maybe we'll be an Augie too, who knows.
What about you? Any other sports while you were growing up?
Yeah, I played soccer all the way through high school. So soccer and hockey, and that's really it, only those two, yeah. Your
game and your brother's game, are they different, or are you similar in your styles?
I think we're both pretty similar. I think we're not really flashy defensemen. We like to get the pucks up to the forwards and let them do the work and try our best to take care of the defensive zone. But I think we both have an ability to play in the offensive zone. And
coming here to Augsburg, I'm guessing it was a pretty easy choice.
Yeah, no, pretty easy. I had been skating here with the boys since my brother's freshman year, so I'd kind of known most of them. And even the graduating class, I knew most of them, so that they were really nice. And the transition into Augsburg was really easy.
Coming out of Moorhead and playing for the Spuds, what was your next step, juniors?
I signed a tender with Bismarck in the North American Hockey League after my senior year, and I ended up going after my senior year up there to practice for a couple weeks, and then I played the next 2 years up there.
All right, high school, juniors, and now Division III, and how's the transition gone for you?
Pretty flawless. Coach Brown has done an excellent job helping all the freshmen get acquainted into the classroom and onto campus, and honestly, it was probably one of the easiest things ever.
All right, Patrick, you and your older brother, it's not been the smoothest ride here at Augsburg with injuries and so on, but how are the two of you doing?
Good. No, we both feel good. It's a lot of fun playing with each other. Obviously, we live together too, so we get to see each other quite a bit now on the ice, off the ice. But no, we're both feeling good and ready for a big game.
Getting back home, having a nice Thanksgiving with the family?
Yeah, it was great. It's actually been our first Thanksgiving together in 5 years since me and John were both on the road for juniors. So it was a really good time for our family. I know my mom was super happy to have us all home.
Big family back home?
Just the five of us. My mom's side's from out west and my dad's side's out in Michigan. So kind of right in between both sides of the family. So just us here, but it was really nice.
All right, Patrick, great out there, our performance so far this season. We had that stumbling block against the River Falls, but how would you rate our play so far this season as a team?
Oh, I'd say pretty high. If I had to do out of 10, I'd think we are at probably an 8 right now, because I know we can get better. I know there's improvement both on both sides of the puck, but I think we're looking pretty good.
All right, finally, on the academic side of things, classroom work, is there a degree or course of study you're going to pursue over the next few years?
Yeah, I'm a bio major and with a minor in business, and so far it's been going great. All my teachers have been awesome. I have no problem with just how much they're willing to work with you. It's been a really great experience so far.
Yeah, enjoying the Twin Cities?
Love it. Love being down here. It's nice. Can't beat having basically everything to do right in front of you, and no, it's fun.
You got in a Wild game yet?
No, not this year. I actually haven't been to a Wild game yet, but we went to a Vikings game, and it was a lot of fun.
All right, well, Patrick, welcome to our Augie hockey family, and best of luck. Look forward to calling your name over the next few years.
Thanks, really appreciate it.
For updates and information on all Augsburg University sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu. Updated constantly with all the information on all 21 Augsburg varsity sports, it's your online home for Augie Athletics. If it's happening in Augsburg sports, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. And remember to follow Augsburg Athletics on social media. Go to Augsburg Auggies on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for all your Augie social media. And remember to use the hashtag AuggiePride to share your love of Augie Athletics.
Standings coming in, and our Auggies are the only undefeated team in conference at 4-0, and the best record in the conference is 7-1. St. John's 5-3-2, St. Thomas 4-3-1, Concordia 4-2-2. The Auggies are off to a good start. Of course, we mentioned the 3-time defending MIAC playoff champions. And second period, as we look at the scoreboard, by the way, I should mention basketball. St. Thomas over River Falls, 85-70. That's the final. Concordia at home, leading St. Olaf by a score of 2-0. St. John's and St. Mary's on the big ice sheet at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center up in St. Cloud. I know the Huskies are out of town this weekend. And let's see, let's see if Ryan's got some stats on that game. Mentioned the Augie ladies are down to Demi Cooper and the Tommies 2-0 in the second period. And St. John's second period leading St. Mary's by a score of 2-0. And back to the rest of the scoreboard in the MIAC. Computer not cooperating, which is usually the case. Bethel and Gustavus, no score from the Super Ring. They're a little bit busy getting ready for a football game of note tomorrow. And in women's hockey, Hamlin over St. Kate's 3-2. That's the final over at Drink Arena. St. Mary's leading St. Ben's 3-0. That's a second period score. Bethel and Gustavus down at the Lund Arena. And no score in there. And down at St. Olaf, the old rink right now, the Northfield Ice Arena. And Concordia leading by a score of 2-0. St. Olaf, of course, will get their brand new arena here in about a month. And from all everybody's told me about it, looks like it's a fabulous facility. I know I talked with Mike Eves, the head coach of St. Olaf, when we did the game at the showcase, and he is just ecstatic about the new facilities. Long time coming. I've been broadcasting from that old barn since 1983, and it will not be missed. The Northfield Ice Arena. Tom Murchie said we've got a couple of the replays. We have both goals. Yeah, we're going to have you take a look at the replays on goal number 1, Madry with the unassisted goal. Assisted goal, 1-0 Auggies at that point. And the time of that goal coming at the 9:46 mark. Second goal at the 17:55 mark. Alex Rodriguez getting his 10th goal of the season from Chandler Madry. Do we've got that one? Okay.
Ready? It's not right here.
Again, it was Madry off that right wing and went weak side, and Rodriguez one-timed at the end of the goal. And Gene said we've got an added assist on a couple of the goals. All right, Madry, an assist from Martinson and from A-Rod on that first goal. And Madry and Austin Martinson with a goal on that, an assist on that second goal. So we're up to date on the scoring, and we're up to date here on the situation. We've got about 4 minutes remaining before the second period. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more from STA in just minutes.
At Courtyard Minneapolis downtown, business travel isn't something you have to do, it's something you get to do. Their redesigned guest rooms are built for business with comfortable workspaces, tech drop ledges, and everything you need to be productive. Visit them at courtyardminneapolis.com/Augsburg. At the Courtyard Minneapolis downtown, it's a new stay. Owned and operated by an Augsburg alumnus, 360 Wow Inc. is the parent company to several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNK, You Move Me, and Shack Shine. If you're looking for a great job on a team with great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowinc.com.
And also elsewhere on the Auggie Sports calendar, the swing and diving team are competing in an invitational hosted by St. Thomas and St. Kate's at the pool at the ARC, the Anderson Athletic and Recreation Center. Tomorrow, we've got a very busy day. The swimming and diving team, again, at St. Thomas. The wrestling team down at Simpson College in Iowa. The women's basketball team at St. Scholastica tomorrow afternoon. The men's basketball team at Bethel tomorrow afternoon. And, of course, the hockey rematches. And we'll have 3 of those events right here on Auggie Game Central. The women's hockey game at 2, the men's basketball game at 3. That'll be on Channel 1, hockey on Channel 2, and then tomorrow night it'll be Augsburg against St. Thomas, the rematch in men's hockey. We'll have that also for you on Channel 1. Josh Powers will be calling that game. Josh doing double duty as the voice of the Auggies and doing some St. Olaf games this year. He gets to broadcast from the new arena after the first of the year. Start of the second period. Nick Schmidt defending the goal to our right, and roll call defending the goal to our left. Madry on the draw against John Peterson. And the Auggies win that draw. They've won now 10 of the 15 faceoffs in this hockey game. Backhanded into the zone by Martinson. Austin's got a couple of goals for the Auggies. Back behind the Tommy net. They have climbed the glass and out of play. Tommy, go ahead.
I was going to say, looking back at that first period, not a difficult period for Schmidt, but still standing strong in net. Obviously, when you have a goaltender of Schmidt's caliber here for the Augsburg Auggies this season, you want him to stand strong and make the easy shots, and so far he's been very good in pipes tonight.
Face-off just outside the Tommy blue line. Madry wins yet another draw. Back into his own zone as Matt Nails clears it up the left wing. Rodriguez, nice pass from Madry. 2-on-2, looking for Martinson. Lead pass, in on goal, and almost misplayed by roll call as it took a funny bounce just to the left side of the post. And the puck comes free into the slot. Cleared by the Tommies and not the center. Right, lead pass for Peterson. JP into the zone. Drop pass far inside for Johnny Algren, or Jake Algren. Algren in the far corner inside the offensive zone. Pandvika's shot, and that's one of the goal. Peterson after the puck. He drops it up the wall to trap from the point. And he goes rink wide to his partner, Mac Watson. Watson tries to put it out front. Getting it back is Algren, and a shot. That is wide from the near point. Trap again. Holding the offensive, though, Tommies with a bit of jump in. There's skating right now, and now cleared to center ice. Rodriguez almost had himself a one-on-one. Tommies hold the offensive zone and back behind the net. Peterson brings it into the corner for Pandvika. He's taped to the wall there by Matt Nels. Jumping in is Jason Critch trying to break it up. Nels to clear. Right wing far side for Rodriguez. Plays it ahead from Madry. And Madry out of the zone and down ice.
Well, Tom, I think we expected a response here from St. Thomas. And so far as we see, that check is a line change being made by Augsburg. We've seen kind of a physical response again, just like St. Thomas started that first period. They've been very physical here in the second. But we'll see again where in the first it didn't work for them. They're going back to it again here. And so far it's not working again.
And back down ice. Omschenk back into his own zone for the Tommies. Back behind his zone. Lays it for Mac Watson. Watson goes left wing far side. And up the center ice. That comes Stefko. And played in the offensive zone. No correction. That's Luke Radetic. Tommies from neutral. Into the offensive zone. Standing by Tanner Barnes. Senior dominated the line. Back behind the Auggie net. Barnes in the corner. Tanner is taped to the wall there by Luke Deitch. Manages to bust free. Loose puck taken away by Deitch. He flips it up the ice. Bouncing puck. That's going to clear the glass, and that one is up and out of play.
Well, pretty nice, again, rush there for Augsburg trying to move that puck out. That puck into the bench, though, you know, sometimes it happens. Nothing you can really do about it except keep the puck on the ice and try to move it across the ice. Generally, you want to follow that rule of thirds, moving the puck from one third of the ice to another, as opposed to keeping it maintained in the one spot.
And Deitch wins this draw. We've won all 3 draws so far in the period. Played by Patrick up the left wing. Tommy Carey goes open wing far side. Too far for Deitch. Auggie is going to make a line change. In on goal. And again, roll call was a little bit hesitant in playing that puck. He finally dived on top of it as Charlie Parker was looking for the rebound. Auggies have St. Norbert's next weekend. Friday night and Saturday afternoon. It's also alumni weekend with the alumni game at noon. The reception at 2, downtown at the Corner Bar, and the game at 4. That's next weekend. St. Norbert's, the defending national champions. There's a shot from the point taken there by Nazelski, and that was deflected wide. Now St. Norbert's coming to our house, and we have not beaten them for a while. They are so good. They won it all last year, and what is it? They've won it now twice in the last 4 years. Face off to the left, a roll call inside the Tommy zone. 2.5 minutes gone here in the period. August with another win from the face-off. A shot to the point by Nazelski. It's wide. Bounce up along the boards and up the center ice. Peterson goes left wing far side for Algren. Algren in the zone on the wing. There's a shot wide by Chucker Bender, sophomore defenseman from Snowish, Washington. Anyway, somewhere out in the West Coast. I don't know how to pronounce his hometown. And here comes Brink. Ahead for Nazelski. Lucas into the offensive zone. They're back out to center ice. Peterson into the offensive zone. Coming down that left wing. Peterson stops and looking for a pass, and it's broken up nicely by Donovan. Loose in that far face south circle to the far side boards at the half wall. Donovan ahead for Goodmanson. And now to Matt Hines. Hines goes rink line far side, a little bit too far for Goodmanson. And down ice, we got away with an icing call. Okay. And now the play is whistled down back behind the play. By the way, Tommies after tomorrow, they've got UW Stout next week on the road at another infamous arena, the Dunn County Arena on the fairgrounds in Menominee. They have improved it quite a bit. Spent over $1 million in trying to renovate it. We had a long way to go. Sobry out to take the draw against Frankie Spillman. And the Auggies with the draw again. Shot just wide, steered away by roll call. Back behind that, Jake Larson takes a hit. And again, the puck finds the glass, and the momentum takes it up into the net and out of play.
It's amazing how dominant Augsburg's been on the face-off dot here so far in this period. I mean, it's great for your confidence as Augsburg as you're winning face-offs left and right, but for St. Thomas, you're wondering, what can I do to make this go any sort of way different and maybe start tying up the centerman on the face-off to try and win a physical battle and get somebody in there to help out.
Face-off to left, a roll call, and the Auggies this time lost the draw. Play back behind the net, off into the near quarter, in on the forecheck is, that's Kaufman. Gavin Holland. Cleared by the Tommies and out to the center ice. Jason Critch back into his own zone. JK on the forecheck there for the Tommies was Tanner Barnes. Auggies tied up in their own zone. 4-man tap up along the dasher boards, up along the glass. And that one is out of play. The Auggies have St. Norbert's next weekend, then one more home and home series before they take a 3-week break and come back on January 4th. I believe that's the weekend we take on Hamlin at home, and then that's the trio. Brett Gabel on the draw. And face-off won by the Auggies. Patrick back behind the net. His own net. Patty floats it up ice. Bouncing puck into his own check. On the forecheck is Austin Martinson. Martinson ties him up. Cleared all up along the near side boards. Barnes for the Tommies. He takes it. Nice forechecking job by A-Rod. Along the left wing, tipped out to center, and a race for the puck. Madry will get to it first. Chandler Madry then spun around. That'll be a hook or a hold, no call. Puck in that far corner inside the Tommy zone, or the Auggie zone. Behind the net for Brett Gabel. Gabel off of that far corner, bonded there by Patrick O'Connor. Cleared the line, held in. Watson with a blast way wide of the goal. That's Watson from Calgary, Alberta. Inside the Tommy zone, or Auggie zone, with 15 and change remaining. You're in a 2-0 second period. From the point, Omshank, rink wide, Watson in the high slot, tipped away. Auggies 3-on-2 if they hurry. Lead pass, Rodriguez, 2-on-1 with Madry. Drop pass, Marty fires wide. Oh my. Austin Martin said he was all set up for a beautiful goal, and it went wide.
Go ahead. Can't draw a 3-on-2 up any better than that. Excellent passing. Got it to the trail man. Just could not finish and shot it high.
Martinson coming back with Charlie Parker. Parker into the zone down the right wing. He fires. Glove save by Rocco. And the Auggies have their first shot on goal of the second period. 11-5 shots at goal. just seems like there's been a lot more shots than that.
It feels like it for sure. And again, I don't know what's going on there as far as what's a shot on goal, what's not, but it feels like every arena that either of us have ever been to has a completely different definition of a shot.
Yep. Face off inside the Tommies zone. Auggies win the draw. Come to the point. Held in by Nels. Nels puts it back behind the Tommy net. There's Parker. He's tied up and hauled down. In the corner, Charlie Parker. Tommy Carey. Carey walking in. Matt Hines walks the goal line. Hines back behind the Tommy net. Tommy Carey, excuse me. I'm getting Parker and Carey all mixed up, 27 and 29. Tommy's back the other way. And a shot that is broken up on the back check by Matt Hines. Back in that far corner is Ryan Foley. Foley goes up top of the point. Tipped to center ice by Tommy Carey. And a race for the puck. Carey into the zone, but he's only 1-on-3. Carey back behind the Tommy net. Augie's trying to complete the line change. Tommy in that far corner for Luke Deach. Comes out front on his backhand. He's taken to the wall far side by Latimer. And now Carey is checked from behind and goes down. And it finally is Popri Tucker Bender for the Tommies. Comes out the near side door. Goes right wing for Ryan Foley. Foley from the red line drives inside the Augie zone. Schmidt will leave it there. Matt Nels goes left wing, far side, tipped out the center. Walked back into the offensive zone by Ben Bikic. Centering pass through the slot. Correction, that was Fromberger. 6-9. But anyway, play whistle down inside the Augie zone. A lot of action, not many shots on goal, just 16 shots on goal, but 2 of them counting. A-Rod is 10th, and Chandler Madry, his 4th of the year. Austin Martinson getting assist on both goals. Peterson, Goodmanson on the draw. Gunner wins that draw. Matt Nels behind his own net. Goes right wing far side, pass a little bit too far for Aaron Brink on the breakout. And a nice and cold against the Augies.
Well, oftentimes, Tom, as an indicator of how your team's doing, you look at the confidence of the goaltender as what they're portraying in net. Schmidt looks as confident now that I've seen a goalie in quite some time, whereas Rokel, especially at the start of the second period, we've seen some times where he doesn't know how he wants to play the puck, and Augsburg's done a good job of taking advantage so far, but nothing past him so far here in the second.
And Goodmanson wins the draw this time for Matt Nels. Back behind his own net for Brink. Back to the defense, and Matt Nels clears the zone. Plays it ahead for Goodmanson. Stay onside. Austin does. Austin Donovan at the half wall. Backhands it down low. And there's Eric Brink. And the referee all tied up. We have a 4-man tie-up. The referee in the midst of all that. And there is Goodmanson on the forward check. Tying up his man against that back wall. Dug free by Austin Donovan. Donovan goes to the point for Critch. Oh, correction, it's Brink to hold it in. Centering pass out front by Goodmanson. Austin Donovan could not quite get to it. Tommy's coming left to right, and they clear it out to center ice. Augies get onside, touch up. Oh, come on, Austin. Touch up. Come on, Eric. Augies going to get a whistle down for offside. Brink was unaware. They had a couple of his teammates who were offside. By the way, mentioned St. Norbert's next weekend. The lone game before the holidays. The Augies go up to the Mars Arena in Duluth. Take on the Saints of St. Scholastica. Yeah, that's at the Mars Lakeview Arena. That is a 7 o'clock start that Saturday night. Off the face-off, Tommy's in their own zone and cleared to an open wing. Patrick O'Connor to break it up. Paul Sobry sends it back into his own zone. Shadow cutter. Back to Patrick in front of his zone now. Patrick goes right wing far side. Touch pass. Sobry into the zone. Laid pass a little bit too far for Gavin Holland. Played up along the boards. Patrick will hold it in. Fires way wide of the goal. Jake Larson in the near corner. Tommy's zone. Out of the corner is Gavin Holland. As they rotate Sobry in the corner. They work the cycle. They work the triangle down low in that far corner. Played up the left wing boards and played up the center ice by Matt Christian. A first-year play from Grand Forks inside the Augie zone. Schmidt will leave it there for Chad O'Connor. Up along the left wing board from center ice. Driven back in. This time the Tommies have to touch up and stay onside. 8 minutes plus gone here in the second period. Just one shot on goal between both teams. And sent down ice by Bender. Tucker Bender. And that came off the lively backboards. Came out front. Schmidt covers up on the near side pipe to hold on and get a whistle.
Not a huge fan of the St. Thomas forecheck that we just saw there. Very weak, one-handed, just kind of flailing the stick out there. If you're a defensive coach, that's not what you want your team to be doing on the attack.
Face off to the left of Schmidt, and back behind that is Nozelski. For A-Rod, touch pass out the center, a little bit too far for Martinson. As the Tommies regroup, Tucker Bender goes up right wing, tipped into the Auggie zone. There's a center pass, up front shot. Oh, it may have hit the crossbar. Brett Gobel may have hit iron up top. And Schmidt got away with one. There's their first shot and goal from center ice. And into the offensive zone, carried in by Radetic. Against that far side at the half wall, into the slot. Martinson sends it away. Coming back as A-Rod, one-on-one on his backhand. Waiting for some help. Walks it down low, comes out front. Turning and firing, and it's just wide. He may have hit his teammate Chandler Madry on that shot attempt. Otherwise, he had the near side corner. Augie's clear to center ice. Rodriguez tips it into the Tommy zone. And they didn't give us a shot on goal. I don't know who's keeping shots over there, but this is not right.
Well, 180-foot play there for both teams. A bad turnover in front for Augsburg gave St. Thomas a golden chance, but that post does tend to favor a hot goaltender, and it definitely favored Schmidt there.
Out to center ice is there. Luke Deach into the zone. Charlie Parker has it taken away by Peterson. Peterson into the Auggie zone down the right wing. He fires into the midsection, the chest of Nick Schmidt. He'll hold on and get a whistle. And a stoppage play. We're just about halfway through this hockey game, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Auggies.
The Corner Bar is the proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics. Located in Minneapolis' historic Seven Corners district, the Corner Bar is the perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous Joey Wings. And there's tons of screens, so you won't miss a second of the action. Visit thecorner.bar for more information on the Corner Bar.
Auggies with the puck, and Matt Nels goes right wing and played out to center ice. Tipped into the offensive zone. The race is on as Tommy Carey will get to it first. Now cleared out to center. Pandika goes left wing far side into the zone. Down that right wing centering pass right through the slot as Benny Bikic tried to put her out front. And inside the Auggie zone comes Frieda Lyon and out to center ice. Stood up on a check there with Charlie Parker from neutral. Into the offensive zone is Pandika for Peterson. Broken up by the Auggies and out to center. 2-on-2 coming back. Carey with Deach. Bouncing puck through the legs of Luke Deach and down ice. Sent down by the Tommies. JK, Jason Critch sends it away to center ice. On the turnover, Stofko into the offensive zone. Out front using the defense as a shield. A shot up, but Schmidt covers up on the short side angle. Holds on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play.
Only 3 combined shots on goal in the period here for both teams. St. Thomas seems to be, yeah, exactly. St. Thomas seems to be using what we call a sandbagger strategy, where they're leaving a forward at that far blue line, hoping to catch the defense napping. But Augsburg so far has been keeping behind that attacker, and they've done a great job of shutting off this St. Thomas attack.
Well, you use the term cherry picking in high school. Puck in the near corner inside the Auggie zone. The center ice. Goodmanson leads the rush on a 3-2. Here comes Austin Donover. Donover trying to center it, looking for Eric Brink. Brink tied up on a double team against the far side board. Taken away by Donover. And it's loose against that back wall. Olmshank for the Tommies. Brink goes up top to the point. Rink wide. One-timer. Oh, see, shot. And a shoulder save by the goaltender, Andrew Rollcall. The Tommies come back and send to the offensive zone by Jack Christensen. Auggie zone, 8:42 to go, 2-0, second period. And Shadow Cotter on the walkout. Big old save from center ice. Will flip it in inside the Tommy zone. They're going to call an ice. Evidently, the defenseman Latimer did not touch it. Don't forget that tomorrow we'll be back here for Augsburg and St. Thomas in women's hockey. 2 o'clock, 1:50 will be our broadcast time. Third period. And let's see, still 2-0 in favor of St. Thomas. Back at the edge. Demi Cooper getting both goals for the Tommies. Puck out at center ice, flipped up ice a little bit too far for Donover. And first man to get to the puck of the lateral. He takes Donover into the wall. Goodmanson for the Auggies. And on the back check, take it away. Coming back is Brett Gravel. Gravel on the left wing into the zone is Jake Algren. Auggie defense back behind the net. Comes up front. There's a shot saved by Schmidt. And the deep rebound comes to center for Jake Larson. Larson coming with Paul Sobry inside the Tommy zone. Run around the near side boards and out to neutral ice. Looking for Tanner Barnes. Barnes, the drop pass for Radetic. Comes out front, redirected just wide of the Auggie goal. Against the near side boards, again back behind the Auggie net. And cleared up the wall by Roquette. Luke. Zazelski. Auggie zone, correction, Tommy zone. It coming in as high shot. And a save by Rokoff. And the rebound, Tommy's coming back on a 2-on-2. Matt Christian on the left wing and offside. Christian jumped the zone, or jumped the blue line. Ben Vickage got caught in the offensive zone a little bit too quick.
Love the way that the Auggies were able to shut off the St. Thomas defenders there, collapsing on the puck carrier as they were doing a good job of working the puck to the center in that slot area, but unable to get a good shot off just because of how Augsburg closed around the puck carrier and didn't really leave them any options to pass or shoot.
Shot from center ice by Olmshank. And a waffle pad save for Nick Schmidt. Tommies regroup in their own zone on the right wing. Christensen into the zone. And back checking to break that up momentarily was Jason Critch. Back behind the Auggie net. Here comes J.K. goes right wing. Late pass from Madry. Madry, Martinson, and Rodriguez into the zone. Madry fires. Tip attempt. Rodriguez and a save. Rebound into the back of the net. On the wrong side of the back of the net. Out of the corners, Rodriguez again. Bad angle shot. And roll call with a save and holds on. Every time this line is on the ice, boy, they just dazzle it. They put it out there on a string.
Well, some real good chemistry there between that line of Mabry, Rodriguez, and Martinson, where they have all the points and all the goals so far tonight for Augsburg. And you can just tell when they step on the ice, Tom, it's something special. They do a great job of getting after the puck, moving it well, and the chemistry's there, so they always know where they're going to be on the ice at all times.
Off the face-up, Madrid with a shot. Saved by roll call. Loose puck swept away by Peterson. Peterson ahead for Algren. Back to Peterson. A little bit too far. Cleared by Osean out to center ice. Madrid into the zone. Down the left wing. At the half wall. Tries to put it out front. Comes to the side of the goal. And Peterson sweeps it away. Leads a 3-on-3 coming back into the zone. The Auggie zone fires. And that is blocked by Osei. Cleared off the glass and out to center ice. Looking for Charlie Parker. And bouncing puck into the Tommy zone. Parker is tied up, and there's going to be a hold. And Latimer's going to go off for a 2-minute minor for holding. As he tied up Parker in the corner and brought him down. And my wrestling term is a 3-point takedown. But the Auggies will have their third power play opportunity of the evening.
Well, Latimer really didn't like the call there, but really the arm of the official didn't go up as early as it should have, all the way from that near face-off dot, all the way down when the puck was carried into the corner. That call could have been made at any time therein. It just took the official a little bit of time to put the arm up. He didn't like the call, but really, that's textbook.
And so let's see, Goodmanson, Deach, Gallagher.
2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 13:41.
So Critch and Larson. Larson scores! Jake Larson from behind, and that a center pass about halfway down the circle on the left side. He one-timed it. Jake Larson finds the net for the Auggies. Power play goal number 7 on the season. The Auggies lead 3-0. Time of the goal, 13:50 of this second period.
Well, it's the second goal tonight, Tom, where we've seen some tic-tac-toe style passing there as we look like we may get a goaltending change here for St. Thomas, or it looks like a timeout rather. But really just a great pass from Deach from down and low behind the goal line. Tough to see that puck as a goaltender. Fired it right in front to Larson. None of the Tommies picked him up, and he fires it home with a ton of room on the glove side, and that's the night there for the goaltender for St. Thomas.
And so Jake Larson gets his second of the year. Who centered it from behind the net?
That was Deach that made that pass.
Okay. So a power play goal for the Auggies and a 3-0 lead on St. Thomas. Don't forget, tomorrow night, back home against the Tommies at the Ed Soderstad rink. Josh Powers will have the call. And it looks like Cam Burgrave, the freshman from Marquette, Michigan, will come into the game for the Tommies. Oh, the 3 goals for the Auggies, all good shots. Especially the second one on the three-way passing play.
Really good, tough shots that really your defense has to help you out on those shots. Those shots can happen if you're St. Thomas, but if you're Augsburg, you love every single shot that you got on goal and in goal in the entire game so far. And so far, they were able to chase a goaltender who really didn't look confident tonight. And by able to put high-quality shots on them, they showed that Rocco just didn't have it, and they were able to finish him off.
St. Thomas, number 39, Cam Burgrave.
So Camberger and
His second goal of the season. Number 16. Where the hell did my six? It's number 11, Luke Deach. Time of the goal, 13:50.
he keeps forgetting we got a boy of Mike down there. Ryan Sweeney, voice of the Tommies. But you were right, Luke Deach got the lone assist on that power play goal for the Auggies. Face out to the right. Birdrob inside the Tommies zone, back behind the net. Cleared by Trapp up the left wing and coming to center ice. Here comes Radetic into the offensive zone. Drop pass. Deach to break that one up. Comes out to neutral ice. Tommies have to go back. Unable to control the bouncing puck. Tanner Barnes finally corrals it. Sends it inside the Auger zone. Matt Nails clears. Found himself a referee there. Loose in the near corner inside the Auger zone. A bad angle shot by Radetic is right to the blue. Comes to the far side wall. And out front, walking it is Grubel with a shot. 6-8 by Nick Schmidt. Rebound. Back behind that, right out front. And it is Schmidt to cover up and hold on. Got knocked over there by traffic, but he's okay. I think he's okay. A little slow in getting up. Yep.
Well, looks like he's on a conversation with the official, maybe some sort of goaltender interference, because it looked like that St. Thomas forward was standing right on top of him. Maybe wanted to whistle a little bit earlier than that.
Face off to the right of Nick Schmidt. Our senior goaltender from Fargo, North Dakota. What a career he's had. Jack Christensen will take the draw. Against Gunnar Goodmanson. And the face-off won by the August. Patrick behind the net for OC. Flips it up ice and out to neutral. And the race for the puck, Dottimer and Goodmanson. Trailing play is Eric Brink. Aggressive two-man forecheck by the Augies. Dottimer now doing his work. Now a passive one-man forecheck. The Tommies break out to center. And OC takes care of his man, Patrick Stufka, inside the Augie zone. Tied up against that back wall. Brink is taken down. They jump on him. And they are taking a section to that. Sticks come up. Eric Brink was on the ice and somebody just jumped on his back. And Eric, knowing his temperament, he won't handle it. He won't stand something like that. Christensen, Jack Christensen may get a seat. Are we going to have offsetting minors? Looks like it.
I think we should here, Tom. It looked like both players were instigating. Couldn't quite see the numbers from here for who for sure, but it should get offsetting roughing minors.
And Brink's going to go off. No, correction, John O'Connor's going to go off. And Jack Christensen's going to go off for the Tommies. So offsetting minors at the 15:05 mark on the second period. We'll still skate 5-on-5.
Looks like they're talking about maybe tacking something extra on here. Not quite sure why they extended conversation in the official circle.
Whether they ruled the third man in. Again, 2-0 Augsburg against St. Thomas at the end. Basketball tomorrow. The women's basketball team with a thrilling last-minute win over Bethel the other night, 70-68. They're at St. Scholastica. Augie Men's basketball team undefeated. And they are at Bethel, site of last year's championship game. And the MIAC, Charlie Beatty and Logan Anderson will have the call of that game.
I thought I saw the official down there on the ice make the sign of unsportsmanlike conduct towards St. Thomas. I don't know if there was something that was said. In addition to the penalty, it looked like the man in the box for St. Thomas, Christensen, may have said a couple of extra words and the gate will open, so it will be the extra minor to the Tommies.
So it'll be an extra minor, or it will be a 10. And they try to sort things out.
Broadcast here on Augie Game Central with Alex and yours truly, brought to you in part by
Take a trip down memory lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. And Jimmy John's is the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg athletics. They are located on the northwest corner of campus and provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view their menu and hours. Jimmy John's. And I'll tell you, Tom, as a former student at the University of Minnesota, staying on West Bank frequently, many times, I have been to that Jimmy John's. It is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's just across the street from the beautiful Gateway Center. By the way, the odd man is Elijah Latimer. He got the 2-minute minus, so the Auggies will have a power play. 5-on-4 face-off, and the Tommies' own faulty face-off will do it again. And Brownie sends out the power play unit to Deach, Latimer, Goodmanson, Martinson, and Critchat there. Who were the Auggies?
To Augsburg, number 22, John O'Connor, 2 minutes for roughing at 15:05. Connor roughing at 15:05. And to St. Thomas, penalty on number 20, Jack Christensen, 2 minutes for roughing at 15:05. And unsportsmanlike conduct on number 13, Elijah Latimer, also at 15:05.
Well, goaltender interference at the other end as Nick Schmidt had his pins knocked out from underneath him. No call. Augie's power play. Krish, high slot, shot wide. Rebound picked up and cleared to the line by Trappin out of the zone.
We have seen it a couple of times with that official on that far side. It feels as though he doesn't make those obvious calls where he's relying on somebody else to make the call for him. That was one of those instances there when the goalie gets knocked out like that. He's still in that blue paint area. You got to make that call.
Rodriguez into the zone with Carey. Rodriguez down the wall, out front for Carey from skate to stick, and a shot is wide. Rodriguez behind that, Carey in that far quarter. Carey up the wall to the point. It's held in by Madry for Patrick. Patrick on the left wing, weak side for Brink. Centering pass for Rodriguez, never got there. And taken away by Jake Algren. Coming back short-handed into the offensive zone. Algren puts it right through the traffic, and it's wide of the goal. In the corner is Broyden Stefku. Rodriguez on the breakout, coming 2-on-2, 3-on-2 if we hurry. Rodriguez into the zone, down the left wing. Stops in the near corner inside the Tommy zone. He's taken down. Tommy Carey goes left wing for Madrid. Top of the circle. High slot for Patrick. Left side for Brink. Back up top. 3-way passing play. Shot hits traffic. Again, weak side pass. And it's wide of the goal. In the corner is Aaron Brink. 3:05 to go in the period, 8 seconds ago, and the Augie power play, and the puck comes to center ice. Coming back the other way, turned into the zone by Fromberger. Bill Fromberger. Fromberger in that far quarter. We're back to 5-on-5 Augie zone. Augie to the puck. Critch sends it away to center, tipped in the offensive zone by Tommy Carey. Shots and goals supposedly 17-10 in favor of the Augies. Rededick into the offensive zone. There's a shot, stick saved by Schmidt. Critch goes left wing, far side. Knocked down by Gavin Holland. He'll backhand it into the offensive zone. And the new goaltender there's Cam Berggraf. Larson to hold the zone. Jake's got a goal coming down that left wing. Jake got front and redirects it towards the net. Hit away by Berggraf. And coming to center, Rededick for the Tommies. Into the Auggie zone, down the left wing, in on goal. Shot saved by Schmitty. And the rebound back behind the net. Nice butterfly by Schmitty to cover up on both pipes. Puck out at center ice, too far for Larson. They're going to wave off icing. Under 2 minutes to go in a 3-0 second period. Breakout pass into the zone on that left wing. Shot scores up that left wing. There's Matt Christian. 2-way passing play, and the Tommies are on the board at the 18:09 mark of this second period. And the Tommies light the lamp.
Well, the Tommies able to catch Augsburg in a change there. Excellent pass from the own defensive zone there for Mac Watson to get the puck up ice. Then just a little shovel pass off to that far side for Christian, who's able to rifle that one home. Good puck moving there into the zone. Not a whole lot that Schmidt could have done about that goal. And now St. Thomas on the board.
So the face-off coming at center ice, Matt Christian. A freshman from Grand Forks. Played for the Green Wave. Pretty good hockey program up there. .13 shot on goal for the Tommies in this hockey game.
Thomas. His first goal this season, number 18, Matt Christian. With an assist to number 17, Luke Raditic. And number 5, Alex Trapp. Time of the Tommies goal, 18:09.
And so the play is inside the Tommies zone. Ken Bergeron out for skate, got caught up in traffic there momentarily. Augies dig it out, try to wrap around. And Tommy Carey's shot deflected by Bergeron over the glass and out of play.
Well, it felt like Augsburg had been playing back for most of the second period. Hopefully that goal lights them up and gets a little more fire under their feet. Because this St. Thomas team, they can hang with them if they get offensive zone time. But again, the goaltending for Schmidt has been strong, and Augsburg really done a good job of moving the puck up ice on those one-and-done opportunities. St. Thomas just happened to get a goal on one of those there.
Face down to the right of Bergeron from Marquette, Michigan. Home of Northern Michigan. Broadcast a few games way back in my WCHA days. Long drive, I know, up along Highway 2. That center ice, Alex Rodriguez with the puck. Has to go back into his own zone, leaves it for the defense. Shot on cutter, off the board to the line. 1 minute to go in the period, see Brian Switty. Loose from neutral, Madry with the puck. Back into his own zone, gets away from the first forechecker. Up the middle, flips it into the offensive zone from center ice. First man to the puck is Rodriguez. Cleared along the near side boards. Tommies with the puck, and there's Barnes. Tanner Barnes. Nice job, Martinson, to tear it away and puts it back behind the Tommy net. Trap for the Tommies in the corner for his partner. Back to the near side. And there's Fromberger. Gets it out to center. Grabel looking for pass, not there. Fromberger into the offensive zone. Fromberger on the wing for Grabel. Walks in. Brett fires. And a save by Schmidt. Oh, what a save. Cut off the angle. But Grabel tried to go top shelf over that right shoulder. And somehow he got a shoulder on it and managed to hold on to the rebound.
Excellent way of challenging the angle there for Schmidt. He was able to come on out, not give the shooter a lot of area to shoot at. And of course, from that sharp angle, too, you have to go to the glove side. But a great save there for Schmidt.
Off the face-off, Augie's going up along the near side, dasher boards, and out to center ice. Back for his own zone to Ben Vikic. Gets a return pass in the near corner. With back far side for Olmsek. Eric Olmsek plays it up the left wing. And the buzzer's going to sound, and that's the end of 40 minutes. 2 periods in the book here from the St. Thomas Academy Ice Arena. And the Auggies leading by a score of 3-1. Auggie Game Day on Auggie Game Central.
For updates and information on all university sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu. Updated constantly with your information on all 21 Augsburg varsity sports. It's your online home for Auggie Athletics. If it's happening in Augsburg sports, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. You can listen and watch more than 130 live Augsburg sporting events online by going to our website at athletics.augsburg.edu. We have live webcasts in 11 sports during the school year. Our Game Central portal features live webcasts along with live statistics of home events. You'll be able to watch and listen to archive events on demand. Go online to athletics.augsburg.edu and click on the live stats and webcast link, or click the Augies live link on game days.
Scoring in the period, the Auggies making it 3-0, and Jake Larson on the Auggies' 7th power play goal of the season, the 2nd of the year. He got an assist from Luke Deitch to make it 3-0. Then an 18:09, Matt Christian getting his first as a Tommy. And on the assist, Rudetic. And the second assist for the Tommies went to Alex Trapp. And that's where we stand. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 17-14. We're going to step away. Back with the 3rd period action in just a few minutes.
Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider of Augsburg Athletics. With more than 35 convenient locations, TCO delivers the highest quality of specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care for individuals and athletes of all levels and ages. Visit us at tcomn.com. And want to know a fresh secret about Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies? Devani's mixes their dough fresh in shop several times throughout the day, and they locally source ingredients as much as possible, like their award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. That's why Devani's Pizza tastes so good. Craving Devani's yet?
All right, lasagna, cheesy bread, yes, sir. It is 3-1 in favor of the Auggies, and the third goal of the hockey game belonged to Jake Larson on the power play. They added the second assist on the goal. The first one was Luke Dietz. The second was Austin Donovan. And Mr. Reliable, the Silver Fox, Tom Ritchie, has the replay on this goal right here. You off the face-off. Out of the corner, Dietz, Larson coming in about 10 feet out. Boom. Nice passing play.
Beautiful passing play. Textbook passing. One guy to another. Excellent camera work as well, yes. Beautiful camera work to catch that pass there right from the goal line. Again, great skill play. Both of the goals in that second period, Tom. Great skill plays, excellent passing. Not really a gritty goal. It might be a gritty goal for either team that really helps determine the win of this game.
Waiting for the return of these two teams. We mentioned St. Thomas off until next Friday when they take on UW South, and they're off for the break. The Auggies have St. Norbert's next weekend, Friday night and Saturday afternoon. Friday night at 7, Saturday afternoon at 4. Of course, we'll have both games for you here on Augie Game Says. I believe Charlie Beatty will have the game on St. Norbert's is that next week? I lost track. I know we've got Augsburg and UW River Falls. That's the 14th though, right?
I believe so.
Okay, all right. Now I'm straightened out. You've got the River Falls game. Charlie Beatty has got the St. Norbert's game next Friday night. Okay. And then Saturday, I think Josh Powers has the Saturday game. We're all straightened out, we think, which is pretty remarkable. Here's the goal, Cam Bergeron, freshman from Marquette. Sending the goal to our right for the Tommies, Nick Schmidt, and goal to our left. Big people over there in the stat box. They had the Auggies on the faceoffs 13-12 in that second period. No.
I completely disagree with that too, yes. Tom. Augsburg very dominant on the faceoff. It felt like every time it was a defensive or offensive zone faceoff.
We won the first 6 in that period.
Exactly.
And we just won the first faceoff of the third period. St. Thomas with the puck as Fromberger goes right wing, tipped in the offensive zone by Tanner Barnes. Barnes tries to put it out front. Centering pass right on the doorstep. Schmidt covers up on that far side pipe, holds on Brett Gabel, making the save. And next chat, Brett Gabel is dad, Tal Gabel, the baseball coach at Forest Lake. Came up and said hi. We broadcast Ranger baseball for a number of years. Zog got a good baseball program there. A couple of athletes. Matt Walner, I believe, was drafted by, I know he played down in the Carolinas somewhere, but I forget who he was drafted by. Maybe Oakland. Nice to see Tal. Here, of course, to watch his son Brett, who is just a junior. Face-off inside the Auggie zone. Madry on the draw. And the face-off comes to the point. Thomas hold it in. There's a shot wide of the goal. Deep rebound off the lively boards. Comes right wing. Rodriguez trying to clear. Gets broken up on the Tommies. Puck out front. Shot. Pad saved there by Schmidt on a shot taken from the wing by Tanner Barnes. And not sure what that is. What that signal is for.
Oh, yeah, the puck go into the netting here on the near
okay.
side.
All right.
We've seen St. Thomas change their approach here to the start of this period. First and second period, they started out very physical. Now they've elected to go to that skill game, and so far with the first 2 shots on goal in this period, it's been a good adjustment, of course, for Augsburg to make that adjustment. They have to counter speed with speed.
And getting a little bit jumpy with Patrick O'Connor and Jake Ogren off the face-off. Thomas hold the offensive zone. Puck in the slot. Peterson with a shot wide and off that back wall. Out of the corner again, it's Ogren.
Algren draped on him as Patrick O'Connor. There's a pass out front. Patch saved by Schmitty. And the rebound cleared the line. There's a blast that hits traffic. And taken away by John O'Connor. O'Connor coming with Carey. Carey into the zone with Deach. Pass never got there. There's Parker, the trail to play. Out front, Carey from his knees. Can't get a shot up. The Tommies cleared away to center ice. Jake Algren coming with Peterson into the zone. Stops at the half wall. Beats the high slot. There's Mac Watson with a shot. Saved by Nick Schmidt. And the rebound cleared by the Augies and out of the zone. Yeah, quite a jump in the step of the Tommies here in the third period so far.
Well, rivalry game certainly adds that. It feels as though the Tommies thought that the game started at 9 o'clock and not 7:30 because this is the best they've played all night.
Coming right to left as coming to center is Mac Watson for the red line. Turned back behind the Augies. Augies, and there's Gunnar Goodmanson. Clears the red line. He'll drive it into the offensive zone. And on the forecheck is Eric Brink along with Austin Donover. Donover to Eric Brink. Brink in the near corner of the Tommy zone. Jumping into play to hold his own is Nozowski. Luke Nozowski against that back wall. Tucker Bender on him. At the half wall is Donover. Donover leads it through an open point, but nobody was there. Matt Hines was backing up, and the Augie Donover thought there was going to be somebody at the point to take that pass. Play at neutralized. Eric Brink from the red line. Brink spins away from one man. Back into his own zone for Nozowski. Lucas goes left wing into the zone. Here comes Sobry down the slot. Swept away on a double team. Puck in the near corner. Inside the Tommy zone. At the half wall. Flipped up ice. And out to center ice. Into the offensive zone is Frankie Spillman. Back checking. Nice job by Jake Larson to break up that rush along the dasher boards. But the Tommies hold it in. Out of the corners, Larson again. Jake out to neutral lines for Sobry. Sobry back into his zone. Matt Nils going back for the Augies. 2 minutes and change gone in this third period. 3-1 Augies. Breakout pass too far for Sobry. Tommies get outside. Lead pass up ice. Deflected by the Augies. And out to neutral Fromberger. On the left wing, Vikic into the offensive zone. In the slot. Right out front on the right wing. Circling back is Matt Christian. He's got the goal. Fromberger up top for the Tommies with a shot. Hit traffic. Rebound. Stick save. There on a shot by Matt Christian. Stick save by Nick Schmidt. Puck back behind the net. Augie's going to have to drop it into another gear. We've been battled up in their own zone. Right out front, Jason Critch. Ahead for Jake Larson. Larson looking for Gavin Holland. Pass never got there. Gavin peels off. Line change for the Augies. Here's the Madry line. Tommies on the breakout pass up the boards into the offensive zone. Down the wing, Tanner Barnes with a shot. Glove save by Nick Schmidt. I don't know if it was on net, but he picked it out of the air, just trying to reestablish a little bit of order in this game that's kind of gotten away from us in the first 3 minutes.
Well, Tom, for as stout as Augsburg was in the first and second period in their own defensive zone, there's been a lot of turnovers and a lot of passes that aren't quite crisp enough to get the puck, the play up the ice. When you're in the third period and you have a 2-goal lead, puck possession is the name of the game, and Augsburg has really struggled with it so far here in this third period.
Face off Augie's zone and out to neutralize. Austin Martinson off his off wing into the slot. Martinson fires and it's wide. Deep rebound. And it's back behind the net. Rodriguez for the Augies on his backhand, trying to bust through a double team and lost possession against the near side boards in the Tommy zone out front, off the stick of Madry and out to center ice. Coming back the other way into the offensive zone is Brett Gravel. Gravel on his backhand, back behind the Augie net, tries to stuff it in on the far side. Broken up by Patrick O'Connor. Played ahead for John O'Connor. Pops up in the air and Martinson gets it out to center ice. Omshank back into his own zone for Watson. Mac Watson left wing pass near side as Pendicka gets a return pass. No, Gravel caught Johnny offside at the Augie blue line.
St. Thomas keeps trying to use that stretch pass from their own defensive zone. They saw it there, but they had two forwards here on the near side. Great job of Augsburg coming over, pinching off that near side. When the offense is not spread out across that blue line, you have the ability to pinch down there, and that works really well for the Augies on that rush.
Off the face-off, fired in by Watson inside the Augie zone. Clear to the line, but not out. No, they did. Evidently, it did come out. Linesman right down in front was called offside against St. Thomas at the Augsburg blue line. 7 o'clock tomorrow night, the rematch. The Augies and the Tommies at Saugestad Rink. Josh Powers will have the game here on Augie Game Central on Channel 1. I'll have the women's game on Channel 2 earlier in the afternoon. Play inside the Tommy zone. There's Eric Brink, first man in the forecheck. There's Tommy Carey pinned to the wall. Brink at the half wall, goes up top, a one-timer. Wide of the goal. A one-timer from the point by Matt Hines. Puck in the near corner of the Tommies zone. Picked up by the Tommies. Peterson coming to center ice, 3-on-3. Left wing back to Peterson. Broken up by the Auggies. Nice job by Matt Hines. Peterson and Hines going to that back wall. Algren trying to break it up. Plays it ahead, and Brink on the intercept. Eric Brink pass for Luke Deach. Deach never saw it. Tommies regroup at center ice. Algren back into the Augie zone. Down the left wing. Shot, save, rebound, hit the pipe on that far side. A redirect or a deflected pass or shot went off that far pipe. And Schmidt's been lucky a couple times tonight. Tommies have hit 2 irons. And here's Radetic with a shot that is broken up and cleared by Nozelski and out to center ice. Tommies have to go back in their own zone. Bergerauf out to play it. The goaltender for the Tommies. Tommies right to left down the breakout ahead for Ben Bickish. Bickish pass looking for Matt Christian. Broken up there by Matt Nell. Sends it away. Looking for Donomer, not there. On the left wing far side into the zone down the wing for Matt Christian. Oh, nice save by Matt Nels. Sliding across the pass along the path of Matt Christian. And they broke up that shot attempt.
Yeah, great play by Nels, laying the body out completely on the ice. A lot of times players can't make that pass that's flat right on the stick of the tape, that saucer pass, if you will. Great job by Nels to cut it off, make sure that pass could not get connected.
Well, this third period, the Auggies have been outshot 8-0. 22-17, St. Thomas, 8-0 shots and goal advantage for the Tommies here in the third period. And we got a penalty handed out. Looks like Jack Christensen is going to sit for a couple minutes. Time of the penalty will be at the 6:04 mark. The Auggies go on the power play.
Not quite sure what happened there. Christensen then, though, didn't look like he was too happy with himself or the call as he punched the wall in the penalty box there to end the period, or in the whistle there as we get the official call here.
That's a 6th penalty against St. Thomas. The Auggies have 2. A couple of them were offsetting. Auggies do have the 1 power play goal net by Jake Larson in the second period. And it might be 1 and done. Christensen is going off. This could be a game. And who's going to serve the penalty? Bikic?
Well, it looks like Christensen just grabbed another seat on the bench, so he doesn't look to be done tonight.
Here is O'Connor to the point. Madry fires and.
Too many skaters.
Oh, okay.
He's served by number 9, Ben Bikic.
All right, too many skaters on the ice for St. Thomas. Auggies power play at the half wall. Madry down low in the corner for Tommy Carey. Carey to the top of the circle, out of the corner. Madry back to Carey. Shot, Rodriguez. And A-Rod just missed the pipe on that far side. Puck cleared the line, held in momentarily. And now the Tommies sent it away to center ice. Stufko into the Auggie zone. And the drop pass in on Go Barnes. Back to Stufko. Shot. Oh, what a save by Nick Schmidt. Oh, that's an ESPN top 10 save. What a save by Nick Schmidt.
Well, more times than not, when the goaltender Schmidt's down and out like that, you expect that to go back in the net, but he was just able to get that tip of that glove on his left hand up to knock that into the netting above the net. Great save by Schmidt.
Keeps this game at 3-1. Auggies 13-10 to go. 13-19 to go. Auggies clear the line, but not out. Play to an open corner. Back behind the net is Martinson. With left wing far side for Goodmanson. Gunner left to right. Lost an edge. Has to go back for the puck again. Goodmanson back to J.K. Critch behind the cage. Checking traffic. Comes out that far door. Goes left wing far side for Martinson. Austin to center ice. Into the zone. Down the left wing. Around his man. Puts it back behind the net. And out of the corner is Goodmanson. Banks it off the wall for Donover. Back to Goodmanson. Give and go out of the corner. Deeks back behind the Tommy net. Goes back up to the point for Jason Critch. Down low in the corner. There's Fromberger for the Tommies. He'll pick it up, clear it down ice. Time for maybe one more rush if we hurry. Critch on the breakout. Donover around 1 man, around 2. On the left wing, offside. Austin Martinson was 10 feet offside. One too many zigs and zags there by the Auggies. Offside against the Auggies with 33 seconds to go in the power play. 12:29 to go in this hockey game.
Well, without only 1 goal to show for it so far, as there's another conversation with the penalty box crew from the main officials. Again, pretty good puck movement in the attacking zone here for Augsburg, as they just have the 1 goal to show for it, but it's been pretty crisp passing when they're on the power play.
Well, now coming over to explain the situation to Chris Brown, Mario Malali. And no penalties to come of it, I guess. Face him outside the Tommy blue line. And the draw won by Madry. John O'Connor back into his own zone. 28 seconds to go on the Auggie power play. Here comes OC in the breakout. Ahead for Eric Brink from the red light. Into the zone. Madry down the slot. On the wing. Shot Rodriguez. Saved by Berghoff. Again, a pretty three-way passing play at A-Rod. Beautiful save by the goaltender by St. Thomas. Played to the point. Held in by Brink. Brink wide Madry. Down in the corner for Carey. Coming Carey. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Madry can't hold the zone. St. Thomas will send it down ice.
Oh, another pretty good 3-on-1 passing display there by the Auggies. It's just that time they're unable to connect, and that's the difference that changing goaltender can do, where the goaltender for St. Thomas to start roll call couldn't make that save. Bookgrave could, and that's why it's still 3-1.
St. Thomas into the offensive zone. Rededick goes rink wide far side. Loose puck right down the slot. Johnny Peterson for the Tommies, taken hard to the boards by Paul Sorbury. Algren goes to the point. Shot by Mac Watson. Glove save by Nick Schmidt. He'll hold down with 11:27 to go. Earlier today, basketball at the bank, 85-70. St. Thomas over River Falls. A final Concordia winning their 5th game of the year at home. They're beating St. Olaf 5-1. St. John's, St. Mary's are starting overtime 3-3 with that new overtime format in the MIAC this year. 5-on-5 for 5 minutes. 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, and then if it's nobody else, then you go shootout. Could be playing for another hour. Play inside the Auggie zone, where both teams are at 5-on-5. Rededick in the quarter, far side. Algren for Rededick. Look back behind that for John Peterson. Play inside the Auggie zone. Finally picked up by Nozelski. Lucas from his knees gets it out to center ice. Watson goes rink wide, far side to his partner Tucker Bender. Bender hacks his own blue line. Watson up the left wing. Rededick into the offensive zone. He fires through traffic wide. Goodmanson to clear out of the zone and down ice. And we got a couple bodies back behind the play, both going hard into that back wall. Peterson and Hines going hard to the wall.
Great job of the officials making sure everybody's sticks stayed down. Of course, when you have people get fired up, sticks can become weapons, but didn't really see what happened there. It looked like they just both caught an edge, maybe tangling with each other a little bit. It looks like it'll be a high sticking penalty here going against Hines. We'll set up St. Thomas on the power play.
Bethel wins their 1st game of the year. They beat Gustavus at home by a score of 5-4. St. Mary's now the only winless team.
Minor penalty on Augsburg's number 8, Matt Hines. 2 minutes for high sticking.
High sticking against Matt. Face off to the left of Nick Schmidt. Charlie Parker out there on the penalty kill along with Jake Larson. From the point, it's shelled in on the left wing for Penn Vickhead in that high slot. Back to the point. Connor Spitz is playing one of the points. Penn Vickhead goes weak side, and a shot by Brett Cabell and shouldered out of there by Nick Schmidt. Penn Vickhead centering pass cleared out of the zone and down ice by Jason Critch. Huggies change penalty killers. Here comes Gunnar Goodmanson and Chad Lamadry and the Okadas back out on the blue line. Minute and a half to go in the Tommy power play. Tommy's coughing up in their own zone, carried on by Penn Vickhead. Gianni into the offensive zone. Fires it low back behind the Auggie net. A race for the puck in that far corner. Penn Vickhead still with it. Feeds the near corner for Tanner Barnes. Barnes gets double teamed out of the corner. Up top, Grabel. Rink wide, Speltz with a shot. And that is wide of the goal. And the Tommers play it down low. They go 1-2-2 on the power play. There's Penn Vickhead. Broken up there by Gunnar Goodmanson. Gunnar thought he had himself a breakaway. Finally got the puck to sit down, and all he had left to do was fire it all the way down the ice. 50 seconds to go on the Tommy power play. 9:35 to go in the hockey game. And on the breakout pass, Peterson on the move. Into the Auggie zone, sets up with the point, and it's deflected away by Jake Larson. And down ice, a race for the puck. Larson, along with Phil Fromberger. Jake takes him down momentarily, and then the big size of Fromberger took hold. Vikic into the Auggie zone. Vikic up the wall for Peterson. Peterson, top of the near face-off circle to Fromberger. Rink wide far side. There's a shot by Radetic, and that is wide of the goal. Cleared by Jake Larson. Good shift by Jake. And backhanded all the way down the ice. Third set of penalty killers. Here comes Austin Martinson and Chandler Madry. The O'Connors stay out there on the blue line. Radetic into the Auggie zone. Down the right wing. Top of the circle. Fires it out front. Looking for a tip on that far near side with Jack Christensen. Radetic behind the net for Ben Bickish. Bickish being watched there by OC and Madry. Down low in the corner. Broken up by Patrick O'Connor. Patrick takes care of his man. Madry pokes it free. Van Bickish for the Tommies. Up the wall to the point. Turns and sends it down low. Both teams are back at full strength. 5-on-5 with 8:20 to go. August Kiloff. Another power play opportunity for the Tommies. Their third tonight. Breakout pass. Madry, Martinson, and Rodriguez. Here they come. Rodriguez weak wide on the weak side. And he put it wide of the one-timer. Didn't realize he had a little bit more time than that. He one-timed it. He would have taken his time. He had a wide open net. From the point, there's a shot by Nizelski, and that hits traffic in front of the net. Nizelski with a setting pass right through the blue. From the point, Hines will play it down the wall inside the Tommy zone. St. Thomas on the breakout, right to left. Coming to center ice is Jack Christensen inside the Auggie zone. Rink wide for Algren. Jake Algren with a shot, and Schmitty with a save and holds on. Couple of bodies in front of him, but somehow Schmitty looked around and found it.
Augsburg able to shore up their penalty kill unit and their defensive zone possession. They're running that 1-2-1, the diamond, as most people refer to it. Done really well there with sticks in the passing lanes. Didn't allow St. Thomas to move the puck at all around the umbrella to get any really good shots on the power play. And then that 1-on-3 or that 1-3 defensive zone rush there, able to be shut off, and just that sharp angle shot right into the chest of Schmidt.
Play at center ice. Tommy Carey goes left wing for Eric Brink. He is ridden to the wall and fired into the offensive zone by Matt Christian. Tommy's about shot the Auggies 11-1 in this third period. Carey on the breakout ahead for Eric Brink or Luke Deach. Deach into the zone, coming with Eric Brink. Puck in the inner corner. Deach doing his work. Off of that far corner for Brink. Goes up top of the point for Hines to Matt Nels. Nels through traffic, redirected right out front and just wide of the goal. Picked up by St. Thomas. We hit the 7-minute mark. Carried into the zone by Brett Gobel. Through a double team. Shot on goal. Nick Schmidt covers up on the shot attempt by Brett. Holds on. 26 shot on goal. It is a final from Ed Saugus Rink. St. Thomas, the women's team, is still undefeated at 9-0. They beat the Auggies 2-0. Auggies just their second loss, their first in conference. Rematch tomorrow. We'll have it for you here on Auggie Game Central. Off the face-up, Donald Cutter blocks it out front and sends it out to neutral ice. Tommies regroup back in their own zone. Headman pass for Gravel. Ahead for Algren. Jake into the zone. Down the right wing. Fires. Oh, a skate save by Nick Schmidt. And the rebound cleared by Parker out of the zone and down ice. St. Thomas, go ahead.
Well, when you look at statistically here, the shots on goal in this period shows that it's all St. Thomas, but it hasn't felt like that. The shot attempts have been there for Augsburg. They just haven't hit the net, or, as we've seen a couple of times tonight, the scorekeepers haven't been truly accurate with their shot totals.
Here's Parker down the right wing. He fires on the weak side. Low-risk shot, and it went high and wide. And out to center, into the zone is Gravel. Down the left wing, forced back behind that, trying to stuff it into the short side. Puck comes up top to the slot. And walking in on the near side is Jake Algren. Algren goes back up top for Mac Watson, and Watson cannot hold the zone. Tommies have to regroup. It looks like they're going to make a line change. Algren into the zone, 1-on-4, and looking for some help. Jake Algren has it taken away, comes right out front. Loose puck, about 10 feet out. Shot saved by Nick Schmidt. Oh my! Schmitty, the number one star of this game. Jake Algren was right there. And Schmitty went with a pass, and he made the sliding save across the crease with 5:47 to go.
Great save there by Schmidt, sliding across the crease to take away that shot. Some bad turnovers there by Augsburg in the zone, but Schmidt, having been strong all night long, he's able to spring across, make that save.
From the point, Watson to hold the offensive zone. Critch back behind the Auggie net up along the left wing boards. Martinson tips it to the line. Held in by Peterson, taken away by Martinson. trying to hit the Alex Rodriguez on the swing. Critch into the zone. Jake Hay drop pass for Rodriguez. Swept away by the Tommies. Jake Algren leads it 3-on-3 into the zone. The drop pass. Broken up. Martinson coming back. 2-on-2. Martinson into the zone. Down the slot. Flips the double team. And it's broken up. Now the back check by the Tommies. Buck against that back wall inside the Tommy zone off to our right. Right up front. Coughed up. Madry had an opportunity. Then take it down in the paint. Puck comes to center ice. Coming back the other way is Peterson. Rink wide. Tipping in on goal. Shot. Scores right to the leg of Nick Schmidt. And it's a 3-2 hockey game. Looks like Rudetic adding the goal at the 14:58 mark. And we got a 1-goal hockey game. 15 shots on goal for the Tommies in this period. And they've narrowed it to 1.
Well, it's a 200-foot play there for St. Thomas. Getting back on the back check, you saw Madry looking for some sort of a call from an official. Really, in that moment, you got to get back, you got to skate. You can argue another day, but ultimately that rush allows a kind of a weak little shot to sneak through the 5-hole there of the goaltender Schmidt and bring it into within a 1-goal game. And Tom, all of a sudden here, it looks like St. Thomas has shown some life that they did in the first and second period, and Augsburg made a brief adjustment period, but so far they haven't been able to adjust.
Thomas, his 7th goal this season, number 17, Luke Radicek. With an assist from number 5, Alex Trapp, and number 10, John Peterson. Tommy's goal, 14:58.
All right, the Augies trying to reestablish dominance here in the third period. They've been totally outskated in this period. 3-2, puck at center ice as Gavin Holland for the red line will set it into the offensive zone. Augies in the line change. Here come Beach and Tommy Carey along with Gavin Holland. Tommy's breaking up, right, left, broken up in the line. Nice job there by Tommy Carey. And taken away by Deach back into the zone. Luke puts it on the backhand, in on goal. And Bergdorf with the save holds down. And Tommy Carey was cruising down that right wing, looking for some loose change. Came up empty.
Well, again,
3-0 lead all of a sudden becomes nail-biting time for the Augie fans.
Well, again, we think about over time how puck possession has been the game. In the first and second period, Augsburg had it. In the third period, they simply haven't. St. Thomas has been dominant on both sides of the ice, defensively and offensively. You got to be able to finish and put one away here and really start to reestablish what worked so well in the first and second. Strong, crisp passes into the zone, not taking too many risks and jumping into the play as we've seen a couple of times.
Off the face-off scramble in front of the net. And Bergdorf trying to cover up on it. Luke Dietrich trying to pop it out of the goaltender's glove there. Almost came away with one. Face up again will be to the right of Cam Bergdorf, the freshman. We've got a third goaltender, Will Graves, another freshman. Played for the co-op team out of Minneapolis. John Peterson and Luke Deach will take the face shot. Inside the Tommy zone. Again, clock was 4:04 to go in regulation. And off the draw, Tommy's ring around the near side boards for Brett Grabel. Grabel backhands it out the center for Peterson. Peterson's pass for Radecki into the zone. Grabel, slot, shot, and it's high and wide off that back wall. Deep rebound. Fromberger walks the goal line. A wraparound attempt right up front, shot, and putting it wide is Grabel again. Grabel plays it to the point. Fromberger and a tip attempt out front by John Peterson was wide. Picked up by the Augies and out the center ice. Augies a little bit on their heels still. And back into the zone is Grabel. Double team, lost it. Loose in front of Nick Schmidt. Turning and firing is Radecki. And a save by Nick Schmidt. Out of the corner is Algren. Side of the goal taken away by the Augies. Off the wall and out to center ice. Tommies regroup. Fromberger up the left wing, taken away by Dolliver. Coming with Goodmanson. Dolliver with a shot. And Bergdorf with a save. The rebound. Parker with a shot, and it's wide from way out front. Puck in the near corner inside the Tommy zone. There's Austin Dolliver. Dolliver gets double teamed. Leaves it for Gunnar Goodmanson. Back to Dolliver. Off the board to the point for Matt Nels. He can't hold the zone. Tommy's coming back into the zone of Jake Algren. Looking for some help. The Trailer. Pandika on the weak side shot. Saved by Nick Schmidt. The rebound. Oh, what a save again by Nick Schmidt.
Well, Schmidt bailing out the defense there. I thought Nels didn't have to really try to make that aggressive play, and I would have preferred he kept himself on the boards there. But Schmidt, again, the hero so far for Augsburg.
Puck inside the Augie zone, down in the near corner. Cleared up along the wall. Parker trying to clear the zone. Madry does. Ahead for Martinson. 2-on-2. Martinson into the zone. Fires. Hits traffic. And the rebound cleared by Peterson. Back behind the zone. Picked up by Alex Trapp. Trapp checking traffic. Goes right wing. Broken up in the line by Martinson. Here's Madry. Fires. Score! Oh, Martinson, his third assist. Chandler Madry his second goal. And the Auggies a little breathing room at the 17:52 mark. It is 4-2. Madry, his fifth goal of the year. Austin Martinson, his third assist of the night.
Well, for Martinson, great job of standing strong and standing tall at that blue line to really take that opportunity and close it off for St. Thomas. A nice block in, got down low to Mabry, and a great shot that went down 5-hole. I don't think the goaltender had any chance at that one, and some breathing room for the Augsburg Auggies.
And so a 4-2 hockey game.
Goal of the game, fifth goal of the season, number 15, Chandler Madry. With an assist from number 20, Austin Martinson. Time of the goal, 17:52.
So 17:52, the time of the goal. Auggies with a puck in the offensive zone. Madry for Rodriguez behind the net. A-Rod pinned to that back wall by Omshek. The puck comes loose to the half wall. Peterson plays it out front. Cleared up the center for Radetic. Leads a 3-on-2. Luke into the zone. Drop past Gobel. Down the left wing. He fires. Saved by Schmitty. Puck cleared to the line, but not out. It's held in. There by Fromberger, excuse me. And play whistle down. Away from the play. Do we have a, what is that, cross check?
Looks like we have a cross check here against Peterson. He doesn't like the call. Although typically with one of the Auggies down right in front of the goaltender and the guy standing over him with two hands on the stick like that, typically that's what a cross check looks like. So
the Auggies will have yet another power play opportunity. They've had one power play goal tonight. So that goal by Madry giving Auggies a little bit of new life, and now 2 minutes. Actually, they can skate it out. Just a minute and a half to go in the hockey game. Auggies win the draw. Deitch to the wall for Eric Brink.
And Peterson. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 18:30.
Deitch from behind the net. Puts it up the slot, take it away. And Algren coming back. Tommy's put it out front. And the goaltender still in the net. There's Tommy Carey in his own zone. Carey plays it off into the corner, goes back to get it himself. There's no defense there. Now John O'Connor. No sense of urgency. Killing some time back behind the net. Nobody forechecking. With a minute to go in this hockey game. 4-2 in favor of the Auggies. O'Connor waiting for a forechecker. Stofka. There's Tommy Carey again. Carey plays it up the wall and out to center ice. Tommy sent it back into the zone. John O'Connor again with 45 seconds to go. OC on the breakout left to right. Clears the zone, plays it to an open left wing, nobody there. Into the Tommy zone, Deitch on the forecheck. Broken up momentarily by Fromberger. And it comes out to neutral ice. Hines to get everybody on side. Played by the Tommies and out to center ice. Poke check free to center ice. Brink sends it away for Tommy Carey. Carey lost control and taken away by Gobel into the offensive zone. Drop pass, broken up by Jason Critch. Tommy Carey lost possession. Finally cleared to neutral ice by Eric Brink. Brink ahead for Luke Deitch. Empty net. Deitch walks it in. Fire scores. Empty net goal for the Auggies. That'll seal the deal at the 19:52 mark. Empty net.
Well, strong resilience there, Tom, from the Auggies, having a difficult start to the third period and really losing their footing, losing their ability to possess the puck at any level, really, but a great job of responding, starting to gain control again. They're able to finish this one off. Great passing out of the defensive zone, too, on the power play, and then a great finish there by Deitch to just put it in the back of the net and just end the game.
So Luke Deitch getting the goal for the Auggies, and for Luke, that is goal number 2 on the season.
With assist to number 7, Eric Brink. And number 27, Tom Curry. Time of the power play goal, 19:31.
And the clock runs out. The proceedings here tonight, the Auggies with 2 goals in the last 3 minutes plus. 3 minutes and 8 seconds, actually. 2 goals, 2 minutes apart. The Auggies picking up their 8th win of the year, 5-0 in conference. And St. Thomas drops their record now to 4-1 overall. Again, goals in that third period. Tommies make it difficult at 14:58. Radetic getting a 7th goal of the year to make it 3-2. And on the assist, was Alex Trapp, and a second assist went to John Peterson. Then at 17:52, Madry with a pretty pass from Austin Martinson, his 5th goal of the year, his 2nd of the game, makes it a 4-2 game, and then the empty netter by Luke Deesh, and the captain with his 2nd goal of the year. And Brink and Tommy Curie get the assist on that goal. St. Thomas with a 19-7 edge in shots and goal in that 3rd period. And the Auggies had to work a little bit harder to stem the tide, but they finally reestablished things and got the win on road ice.
Well, I think if you're Augsburg, you really like how you closed out the game. Again, not the most dominant in the entirety of the 3rd period, but you were able to make some sort of an adjustment and correct what was going wrong, and you were able to lock down that win that way. Now, of course, with St. Thomas coming into your rank tomorrow night, you want to make sure that they don't do the same thing to you. And they seem to have figured something out in that 3rd period where they were very dominant, moving the puck, doing a good job of that. You don't want that to happen again on your home ice tomorrow night.
All right, let's name our 3 stars here tonight. And the number 3 star, I think, has to go to Austin Martinson with 3 assists.
I have to agree with you there, Tom. 3 assists, great job of moving the puck, a presence on the fore and the back check all night long for Augsburg.
And Nick Schmidt, I think, number 2.
I would say definitely so. Again, most of those goals weren't really his fault. Both of the goals weren't really his fault. It was just defensive breakdowns that allowed St. Thomas to get on that scoreboard. But an excellent night from Schmidt, really keeping St. Thomas off the scoreboard.
And number 1, Alex?
Number 1, I have to go with Madry.
Yep.
The 2 goals and the ultimate, really the one that really broke the camel's back. Just, again, great snipes from both sides of the circle. Again, the passes there from Martinson really helped him out on that. But, again, it was Madry's goal that really made the difference tonight.
So our hockey program, we split tonight. The Augie ladies losing at home 2-0 to St. Thomas. The Augies winning here at St. Thomas by a score of 5-2. And the scheduled for tomorrow, both basketball teams are in action. Women's basketball team at St. Scholastica, the men's basketball team at Bethel. And hockey again, the women will be here at the STA tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, 1:50 my broadcast time. Charlie Beatty with basketball at 3 on Channel 1. And Josh Powers and St. Thomas and Augsburg, the rematch tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from Ed Saugestad Rink. That's the story here tonight. Broadcast courtesy of Augsburg University in cooperation with TJ Broadcast Services, tjsportsonline.net, the website. Brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics, Wells Fargo, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Devoni's Pizza. Also brought to you by 360 Wow Incorporated, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Memory Lanes Flashback Cafe, and the Corner Bar. For Alex Wested, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, next week, I think. I want to say I'm on something next week. I'm pretty sure.
The 14th against River Falls?
I think I have something next week for you, too.
Oh, I think you're doing the game with Charlie next Friday night.
I believe so,
Okay, all right. I'm trying to wish him out of the picture here. Alex is going to be helping Charlie Beatty out in the call of the St. Norbert's game next Friday. And for Mr. Reliable, the Silver Fox, Tom Ritchie, thank you, sir. I'm Tom Wichin. Thanks to Gene McGivern, and the folks here at St. Thomas. And thanks to all of you for watching and listening here tonight. Final score, Augsburg 5, St. Thomas 2. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again.